Oh my god, I was not... No, I was yapping. God damn it. I was yapping. Okay, alright, well, there's the... I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. You can look at the graphic. It's posted. I was just yapping about the graphic. No, I am not, Rose. I am not spending another 5 minutes because I want to get my desk up. Oh, God. No, we do not have enough time. Okay. Anyway, look, enough stuff is going wrong tonight. That you aren't as important as me yapping. Okay. All right. I will go over it again. So goal to Ascendant next season will be the exact same. We're going to still have the same Pilo values, where you're that 900 to 2000 depending on what rank you are. Low Elo is changing. Silver 3 to Immortal 1 is all going to be the same Pilo. Y'all are all going to be worth the same, so it's going to help some of those lower Elo players not have to worry about whether or not they can find a sub, because they're all the same. All the same. Did I say Immortal 1? I thought I said Iron 1. Iron 1. Iron 1. Not Immortal 1. Sorry. Iron 1. Let's try that again. Thank you very much. Iron 1 will be the same. That's what I meant to say. My apologies. Welcome to More Funny. No. Iron 1 to Silver 3 will be the same Pilo. The Immortal Pilo is staying the same. Immortal Pilo is staying the same as we made made changes this season, and we will have 8,500 Pilo to work with. So a lot of the teams that are returning, even if you have ranked up, as long as you have an average of 1 rank per player, you'll still be able to stay together. And this also means that you will be able to find a little bit higher Pilo teammates this season than you were able, or this upcoming season than you were able to this season. And so we're hoping this will facilitate a lot of teams being able to stay together without going from make sure Pilo go down by 1,500. Yes, it makes it go down by 1,500, Rose. But no, you'll be able to. A lot of those teams will be able to stay together if they haven't ranked up too much. No, there's also a thing that we forgot to put up on this graphic that will be instituted in season 3. Season 6. It has been a long night. I don't want to hear anything. In season 6 is that you will only be able to have 2 immortals total on your team. So that doesn't mean you can bring in 3 immortals and 2 irons to be able to fill out your squad. You will be having a max of those 2 immortals on your teams, so that they can not have too many raid bosses. And the last change is going to be we've decided to bring down the player cap, or player game cap, excuse me. So instead of having to have 100 by season 6's registration, you will only need to have 75 games played in season 9. Player game cap. I hate y'all. I actually hate y'all. When one of the teams wins, yeah, I got you, Echo. So, I did not say season 9. I said season 6. I'm getting gaslight. No, episode 9. I said episode 9. I'm timing out, Rose. I hate you. You know what? I don't. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get from me. I did say. God damn it! Of course I said season. Look, it's been a long night. But anyway, wait. Nope, still not working. We will be moving over to our analyst desk before I keep yapping too long, because I'm already running out of time. So let's take a look and see who we have on our analyst desk as I bring us back. And we have the wonderful, the beautiful, overheated, and Kryptonite. What's up, boys?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I am amazing at speaking.
I couldn't have done it better myself, actually.
Bro did not rehearse at all. Bro also ran out of time because his overlay is not working. So,
hey, just buy a mirror and that fixes.
I actually have a mirror. It is right to my left.
Use it.
Use it is crazy. There's an announcement going out as well before we get into our analyst section. Of all of that information that I talked about. Look, this one's actually not on me, Rose. The NA production tonight is not on me. So I don't want to hear anything. But yeah, let's take a look at what we're going to be talking about tonight. So obviously we have NFS versus Zonk. So I mean, let's take a look at Zonk first. Let's see what that first one is. Yes, I'm aware that it is not full screened. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, Dax, Kobos, Hoy, Challenger, and my overlay disabled is showing. Why is that showing? Oh, I know why that's showing. Give me a second. Let me fix that before we... Actually, I'm just going to throw that up right now. Overlay, and we...
I mean, we have the information we need, right?
Yes. All right, there it goes. All right, anyway. Dax, Kobos, Hoy, Challenger, and Griffin. So let's start with Overheated. What's your thoughts on Zonk right now?
So this is a team, Terry, that has come from past couple seasons. They've been a very successful team, top 3 last season, top 2 this season, and they're led by a core of Dax, Kobos, Hoy, and Challenger. With the addition of Griffin this season, they have been pretty solid showing so far. And to me right now, the star player of this team, Kobos. Every round that Kobos is still alive is winnable. This guy has such a great read on the game, and on top of all his reads, all his awareness, playing smokes, he has so much control over the game. He also can shoot, and he can win his ones. So as long as this guy stays alive, he's got such a fantastic read on the game, he'll be able to carry his team to victory.
All right, and Craig?
And I'm just going to piggyback off of that. I think a lot of credit has to go to Kobos. Casting their last match, this Friday? Multiple rounds, massive impact, multi-kills. Kobos, like Challenger said, or not Challenger, but Overheated said, if Kobos was alive, there was a good chance you're seeing Kobos in the kill feed with 2 to 3 kills minimum. And then the round's theirs. So Kobos is actually hard carrying this team, especially on that Haven map. So gotta be feeling good about themselves, and I can see them very well coming into this game on a heater.
Right, and let's take a look at our other team. Coming out of NFS, Need for Subs, we have Nam, MG or Mgareka. He goes by Heated Toilet Seat in game. Amok, F Diddy, and Hello. Well, Craig, what are your thoughts on this roster?
Well, sadly I'm not following super close this season, but I did a bit of research before tonight, and yeah, I'm gonna lean towards their higher rated player, their raid boss, F Diddy, but IGLing, flexing different roles, just overall leading the team, leading from the front from everything I've seen, out there getting kills no matter what role he's playing. They're out there just in the server leading the team. That's all I can say. If you don't have that, you don't have a team to follow.
Yeah, I've been looking a lot at Nam recently, and I think Nam, their star duelist, he's really been doing a lot of good things for this team. Yesterday, averaging 180 ADR in the semifinals versus Nib. They set this guy up, and he will fry. His raise is probably it is the best left in Underpeel right now, and it's just spectacular things that he's doing on the duelist, and they're able to set him up again, like you said, with those calls from F Diddy. Those two, pretty underrated.
All right, and that's both rosters we've looked at tonight. But I want to talk specifically about the low elo players. You didn't mention them too much, so let's take a look at their stats real quick. Let's start off with Hello. I mean, he's been a player that's been, honestly, in my opinion, pretty crucial. He's performed very well, but the thing that's throwing me is he's a bit of a fill. So I mean, Overheated. Are you worried about that tonight?
Oh, I don't think it's an issue for him. Last night we saw Hello on the KJ and we saw Hello on the Omen. And the KJ, very textbook. I wouldn't say there's anything special going on there, but he's done his prep, he's done his research, he knows how to play the agents. On the Omen, I've never seen that much confidence out of someone that's not an Omen main. I was seeing him blind TP all over the map last night. So I actually had to go and rank check him because I did not believe that he was the low elo player, but he is. And he can shoot, he's got the confidence, and for their low elo player, they've got a great pick in Hello.
Craig?
And so, following up on that, just in general, low elo players surprise me all the time. Between both of these, but Hello in specific, I am a little concerned about the fill. causes them to overthink sometimes because they're trying to have to know multiple agents. But Hello, looking back through all the games that have been played, one of the most consistent low elo players I've seen. So I think Hello's got a really good chance of having heavy impact this game.
All right, and don't want to talk about him too much, but talk about Goku. We saw him with the shirt on Friday. I mean, you saw him that Goku shirt was great. Do you think his lucky Goku shirt will be able to help him out here, Craig?
It just might. There was some shots that Goku hit, especially I remember Bind. There were rounds that Goku just walked in, killed 3. Like, it's Gold walking into a site of Diamond's Ascendance and managed to kill 3, and 2 of them at least are actively aware that he's swinging and fighting back. Goku could shoot back, and I have a feeling that he's going to shoot back tonight.
All right, well, let's not hold them in too much of suspense. Let's take a look at the maps that we're going to be playing tonight. And we talked a lot about it before, Craig. I know we spent like an hour talking about maps. So it's going to be great. Well, let's not hold them in too much suspense. Let's take a look at what maps we've got tonight. Haven and Ascent off the board with Pearl and Bind to start it off with. Zonk on defense and then NFS on defense on Bind. Abyss and Sunset to fall. And the one that you were really surprised about, Split off of the board. I mean,
Split and Bind, like, how do those both make it through?
I don't know. But I mean, let's talk about NFS. Pearl, Bind, Split. What are your win conditions there, Craig?
NFS, Pearl, Bind, Split. Just watching that Bind map, for sure, just gives me the vibe. One of their biggest things, just in general, they need to play together. Too many ones given, too many times somebody's just swinging out of a smoke, swinging out of a choke, trying to just make a play. Pearl, you have to be trading each other going outside. Yeah, you can have that solo lurk, but the rest of the team, when you're fighting into art, fighting into one of the mains, especially B long, you have to be working in concert with each other. Otherwise, everything's just going to fall apart.
All right. I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think it may not go that way though, Craig. I think like for me personally, it can be a little bit rough sometimes for NFS, especially when FDD doesn't show up. And so yeah, if they can get those win conditions down, it will work properly. But they've also been a team that's been changing a lot. So we'll see if they're able to get those win conditions. But how about Zonk? I mean, they're a team that's been performing incredibly well all season. Overheated. What are you seeing them needing on these 3 maps to get their win?
Well, I will say that this is a Zonk team that has a 7 map pool. So if you are Zonk yourself, you have the ability to, target ban, manipulate the bans in a way that's very beneficial for you. And I will say that this pick ban for Zonk is probably the best possible that they could have gotten. Because I do know for a fact that this is a team that has been scrimming Pearl a lot recently, and their results have been pretty good. And Bind has been one of their best maps this season. As a team, they work very well on those maps. And Split, hasn't been their strongest so far, but obviously they feel comfortable enough to take it to NFS. NFS who like to run that comp with no info on Pearl. I think if Zonk can identify that, slow down their play a little bit, info starve, I think they'll be able to abuse that on Pearl attack. And on Pearl defense, as long as they're able to lock down those sites, I think that Zonk will have a very easy time on Pearl. And on Bind, this is a map that NFS has only played 1 time this season. So surely they have to have something cooked up if they let this go through in the map bans. But, one of Zonk's better maps, they've been scrimming this one as well. I would have Zonk 2-0 here.
All right, and let's get a little bit more in depth. What do you have for the specific maps themselves in that 2-0?
Oh, the specific maps?
Mm-hmm.
Like
on the Pearl. 13-8.
Oh.
What do you got for us?
Score-wise?
Yeah, score-wise.
Oh, I mean,
I need game or map by map round scores.
Remember, you pick 13 and then you just throw a number out there.
I'm not trying to be too partial here, but if you gun to my head made me guess, I would say 13-6, 13-3.
Okay. Wow, 9 rounds entirely for NFS?
I think the Zonk are probably the best well-rounded team in the Underpeel right now.
Okay, well, Cryek, what do you got for us?
I have to agree with the 2-0 towards Zonk. the things I've heard about Pearl, they do need to clean up their bind a little bit from what I watched earlier, this weekend. But I foresee, just have that gut feeling it's gonna 2-0. I just need to see their mid hold on Pearl though. If Zonk can hold mid on CT, then you know what? I'm gonna say Pearl's probably, in my mind, 13-7. And then bind, if they clean it up, even if they clean it up, I'm thinking 13-11.
Listen, I will say
so a little
bind is
closer.
not a map. Bind is not a map that you can just pick up and go as a team. Like bind, you have to have specific things prepped. You have to have an idea of how to play the map, and then you have to build a comp around that idea. You see compositions based around the same 4 characters. You'll see the Brim, Viper. You see the Raze, and you'll see a Fade, a Sky, a Gecko, some sort of initiator. But it's not a map that you can just pick up and go. And the fact that NFS only have one time played on this map this entire season, and that was back in week 1, I will be surprised if NFS have a good showing on Bind.
I mean, I get you. I agree with you. Zonk was making so many small mistakes their last time they played Bind. I'm wondering if NFS words or letters, but I wonder if they've been secretly prepping for this, because they let it through. They banned this map.
That was something that threw me.
They banned Bind 6 times out of the regular season after playing it once. You don't just let a map through like that without having prep.
They let it through last night as well in semis.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they have prep. They've been prepping it probably.
I'm just
I would hope that they have something cooked on it. I would hope.
I think Zonk is great, but I think NFS has been on such a heater that they're going to use mental to get through this game a lot better. So personally, I see a 2-1 for NFS. I think Pearl is going to go the way of Zonk. I think we're going to see like a 13-9, 13-10 on Pearl. But NFS, I think it's just going to bring it back. Split is a map that they've been playing a lot recently. It could be kind of rough for them because they did not love it during the main season. But I really see Bind going the way of NFS. I think it's going to be a close one. I think we're going to see like a 10-13 or 11-13 coming out of Zonk. But I really just, I don't know. Something about me is calling this NFS tonight.
Well, Zon's casting, so
Zon is casting. Yes,
know.
Zon is going to immediately get ruin us all. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get off this desk though. Thank you both for joining me tonight. And I hope that you enjoy being able to watch this game. We're gonna jump to a quick break. Is my overlay finally working? Nope, it's not. So you're just gonna stare at my cat for a moment. While I fix stuff. But thank you, boys, for both y'all coming on tonight. And do you have any shout-outs before we head out?
Shout-outs to Zon.
There you go.
Like,
Why are you catching
hopefully Zon does not get stuck hungry for the rest of the night.
That would be rough. All right, and overheated? Any did he already dip? I think he already dipped.
No, you're here.
You got any shout-outs?
Overheated,
shout out to Overheated.
Shout out to Overheated. Yeah, screw his team. Who cares about his team? All right. Thank you, y'all, for joining me tonight. But yeah, we're going to jump to a quick break. Enjoy some music while I potentially see if I can't figure out how to get this stupid thing working. I'll be back. Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware, Rose. I'm talking to them. All right, and we are back. So I have something very interesting for you. Obviously, game time is a little bit delayed tonight, but we do have a little bit of a yapping for y'all tonight. We're going to be bringing on both of the captains for Zonked and NFS. But before that, let's see who's casting tonight. I'm joined tonight by Zon and Ulius, and Zon is 4 feet to my left. Let me just fix that real quick. But welcome to the cast while I'm fixing that. Why are you all the way over there? What the hell? Reset.
You just really stink, so you just really...
Oh, I know why. Never mind. It's fixed.
I'm also currently surrounded by uranium.
There you go. All right, we're good. All right, I have fixed it.
Charmander's,
so green.
no, Charmander's inherently radioactive.
Yep.
All right. And so, give me 1 second.
Peek Underpeel,
I'm gonna
guys.
move y'all over a little bit. Y'all are getting separated. I gotta keep them. I gotta keep them apart. They're super toxic to each other. So I gotta make sure that they're not too toxic.
You can't see it, but there's mistletoe here above the desk.
Yes, this is true.
So true.
Yeah, they're trying to get at me. One. I love having to do stuff on the fly. It's so much fun.
Isn't that what you've done the most of the season, though?
Yes. It's not supposed to be happening.
Not like it's anything new, really.
It's just part. It's part of the charm. It's the experience.
Yeah. Let's go with that. All right. Well, there's two people. They are way too big. Let me just
The
fix
shadow
that.
overtakes you.
Let me just move you over to like there. All right. Give me a second. We're gonna do this.
While we're figuring that out, Zon, it's always good to see you up here on the casting desk.
You're
Yes,
not.
sir. I've been enslaved. I've been enchained.
Now they can hear you. All right, everyone's on. I'm getting off. Good luck.
Your Charmander, your wrists are like really, really small, right? You can just like slip out.
So true. You're so right.
You could leave anytime you want. You just chose to stay here.
All right.
Not wrong.
Have fun.
We are.
Welcome here. We got Dax and Nam for some pre-match interviews.
Hello.
Welcome here to the casting desk. So, I want to start off with Dax. You guys were in your team's VCs pretty early.
We were.
Is everyone awake for this game?
We are.
We are.
Thankfully, we have no oversleepers this game. We got Challenger and D&D. At least he's awake, and he'll be here in a couple minutes. So we're all here. We got no hoist matches today, and we're all feeling good. I know some of us were up and warming up like an hour ago.
Like D&D and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh. you really putting that a bit close now.
No, I'm a super big.
Huh?
The ghost.
Everyone is echoing for your mic.
I have no idea how to fix that. Oh, okay, wait. I may have an idea. Yeah, I am. Let me just fix
Turn
that.
down your own audio.
Sure.
Like I can hear myself.
Hey, Underpeel. It's fine. Anyways.
It can't be Underpeel without tech.
Yes, sir. It cannot be Underpeel without the tech issues. Anyway, let's get into the actual questions here. So Zonk, I have a quick question. So in the picks and bans that we saw, you guys decided to play Blitz as a decider over Sunset. Did you guys factor in NFS's really dominant match against Nib yesterday into that at all?
We did a little bit. I think we also played Nib on split, and I think we lost to them in groups. But I think we're still confident in our split. Maybe it's just a little bit off day when we lost to them, and our split track record beforehand is still pretty good. And I think it's one of our best maps. Sunset is as well, but I think our split macro we scrimmed it more, and our macro is just a little more there and in place. So it feels more a matter of playing to your strengths
Yes.
above all.
Yeah, I think we just need to play our game and not really let the other team rope us into doing whatever they want to do. We gotta control the map, control our game.
Mm-hmm. Second question for you, Dax. You've played on Team Zonk as captain for quite a while now, right? Throughout season 4 and now season 5, and Zonk, because of that, has a pretty huge legacy within the Underpeel, a pretty well-known name. Going into this match, what sort of identity do you want to show to all the viewers watching today's matches?
Well, yeah. So last season, we had a really strong showing up until upper finals, and then the last 2 matches we just really did not play well. We didn't play our game against WDH and MVT. We kind of just got walked over. So I think today we're really just looking to show what we can do and really show what we're capable of, win or lose. We're just really looking to play as best as we can, and to leave it all out there.
Yeah, fair enough. I would imagine you guys are coming into this really confident, wanting to just be able to win this, especially with, in my opinion, a pick bans that I think that suit you all really. And speaking of, I have another question for NFS for picks and bans. You guys decided to pick ban Haven over Bind, despite having Bind as 1 get perma bans this entire season, letting Zonk be able to pick the binds. What was your thought process going into those picks bans?
We don't really. Okay, I'm gonna keep it so real with you right now. Haven is like, if you guys have really good macros on it, we can get overwhelmed pretty fast. With Bind, we have a peak Radiant player that's calling shots for us, so I really don't see how it's a problem for us. I think you guys can pull up the match between us and Asian Avengers as well and see we had absolutely no problem playing it. The reason we banned it is because I don't like the map and I'm the entry duelist, so well, that's the answer. But we decided it's more better if the team, can play to FDD's strengths, which is calling on the map, since it's his favorite map. So I think that's the reason we let Bind float over.
fair enough. I hate the map. That's like, I can't say
Real,
anything about
real.
that.
It's so hard for me to
Fine.
entry, bro. It's so annoying.
Find is truly the mystery of the Underpeel. That map.
I think it's one of the least, isn't it?
Another question for NFS Nam. Coming off of your win against Nib in last night's semifinal match, which, by the way, congratulations on it. How is the team feeling on tonight of all nights, the grand final match? Are you guys riding the positive energy from last night, or have you taken the time to refocus, pull back, and lock eyes on the prize?
It's just business. It's a game. End of the day, it's just another one of our matches. We're not treating it any different than we would. It's not as if, oh my god, we're facing Zonko. That's, we're not nervous or anything. It's just another game. It's not just another opponent. We just do what we do. We shoot our guns. We shoot them in the head. They die.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, you just shoot them. It's as simple as that.
I do want to. We really respect Zonk though, because because of their run last season and this season, it's really impressive. So just want to put it out there.
I get it. Yeah, you just got to stand on business at the end of the day, though.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys are definitely shown it yesterday on your quite honestly dominant performances. And again, congrats on that. But I gotta ask how do you feel about almost everyone so far thinking that Zonk is gonna win 2-0?
They thought Asian Avengers is gonna beat us. I mean, they did, but we won again. Nobody had us coming out of groups. Nobody had us in the top 8. Nobody had us winning against SLO. Nobody had us winning against Nib, and nobody has us winning against Zonk. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what? I gotta respect every bit of that answer. That's some very compelling logic, if I must say so. I'll swap back to Dax after this last question here. As a member, or as the members of Need for Subs prep for every match, I mean, tonight, from what I hear, we're not subbing anybody on Need for Subs. So, with your team's name being the direct statement that it is, do you feel nervous about your lack of missing players, or do you feel as though not having a sub is in and of itself a surprise attack?
David, so I wouldn't trade them for anybody.
Yeah, fair enough. I will.
The fact that I would rather play with my teammates than any of the subs because I enjoy their presence and stuff. So
I gotta respect that. That is honestly that's the core, I think, of Underpeel, is getting to spend time with people and make these connections and play on a team that you love playing on. So that is just very, very solid.
Yep.
And I gotta mention this. Not to put pressure on either of these teams, but we do have 2 people in contention for, I think, almost either perfect picks bans or just in contention for winning picks. Pick'ems, winning the pick'ems. If NFS win today, Ladder wins pick'ems, and I think it's a $25 gift card. And if Zonk win, then Rose wins the $25 gift card. So a little bit of extra pressure. Good luck.
There's some money on these games. There's some real money on this game.
There's some money on this game. I believe that is all that we're gonna have for y'all before we get into this match. Good luck and good shooting.
Yep.
So, Ilias, we gotta discuss this. Elo changes. they're definitely something. A lot of the changes for the low elo and the increasing the cap is going to allow teams to either stay together or just form better team that they wouldn't be able to do before.
Right.
Do you think we're going to see more teams, like more different teams form, or do you think we're going to see more teams that are going to just stay together?
I think we're going to see some mild shuffles heading into the new season. Obviously, we want to have new teams forming all the time, right? The more people that we can get in here, the larger everything becomes, and the more we can do with what we have. As I tip under the desk for a second, sorry, just got to scratch my leg. Don't worry about that. But I think with the new changes, with everything set to go, I think we're going to be seeing some mild shuffles in the teams. Either some team members swapping out based on one reason or another. But I think the core identity of the teams is going to remain. I think we're going to be seeing something along those lines heading into things pretty soon.
Yeah, fair enough. I do think that the low elo change so that silvers this and indirectly made irons worth more Pilo, but we don't have to talk about that. But silvers being worth less Pilo now will probably allow the raid boss like teams that want to employ the two immortals, like we had with Kaiser study group. This team allows a bit more room, because if you get like say two low immortals, that still allows that's around 4,000 Pilo roughly. Which is a lot for 3 more members.
Absolutely. And as we've seen though, like the teams that are making it to these high stages of the tournament are not necessarily the two immortals accompanied by, plat and below. We're seeing a large mix of anywhere from the plat to ascendant range, with maybe a gold player towards the bottom line of the roster. And I do think that what you mean to say, or I do think I agree with you, that this will further accentuate the potential of having those two high elo players matched up with some lower. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that.
Yeah, because I believe right now, if you have two low immortals, you can have a gold, a silver, and a bronze. I think it's what it was. But with the new changes, if you have two low immortals, you can probably get like a plat and 2 golds.
Well, I mean, picture what you can accomplish if you were to have 4 ascendant players and 1 silver. That's an absolute monster team in the making if that can come together.
I don't have to imagine. I played it last season. We were 3. What was it? 2 ascendants and 3 diamonds. Near the end there.
Yeah, and now we can just bring that up just a little bit more, increasing that point of competition.
And I'm hoping that. I mean, like this season has been close. Like I will say that even between like each like section of the like lower teams and the middle teams and top teams, it's been close. You haven't really had any teams that are just been here stomping, and even on the teams that are like quote unquote dominating, they've had surprising losses all season long.
Absolutely.
But I'm hoping that we can still keep that kind of dynamic going into next season, because it's been really exciting to watch.
Yeah, I mean the games are nothing short of just spectacle and pure content. Every game that I've been able to watch has just been. I mean, sit and watch parties with Team Knob and sometimes Team Nib when they have time, and it's explosive. It's amazing. It's wonderful stuff to watch.
Definitely, I've been casting all season. It's definitely been really fun to just be able to watch and interact with it, especially when I'm this close, having to watch all these games and comment. So these teams play really interestingly. Like almost no team plays the same. Everyone plays something slightly differently. Even going from like Need for Subs, they have a really interesting team. Almost every single game has like a different person just top fragging really. Even their lower elo player, which you don't really see that often.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the opportunities to set your teammates up for success, and it seems like we're running into that. On Need for Subs, we find that there's always somebody having their day. You're absolutely right. The question is, today, are we going to need to see a performance from everybody, or will that one singular player be able to bring it home for them?
That's a good question. It really depends on how Zonk are feeling. typically we just see Kobos and Challenger just absolutely fragging it out, like in almost every single game. I don't think there's ever been a game where Kobos has gone negative, despite being the team's IGO, which is and controller player, which is absolute insanity, really.
The mental capacity to juggle all of those things at one time. Kobos is a player to be feared and respected.
That is for sure. I personally would think it'd be really interesting to team up with him, even if it is for like a small mini event, because the way he thinks about the game is really interesting, and he has some really nice shot calling.
I was lucky enough to play as a substitute in a scrim for Zonk earlier on in the season, and I'll tell you that was a pretty amazing experience. I normally play the IGL role myself. Being able to sit back and just listen and really soak in the knowledge that Kobos has and the ability to on the fly just create a level of coordination that you can't find with some teams, even without a sub or even with a pre-planned strategy. It's spectacular.
Yeah, I've subbed in for them. The time I subbed in for them from the weekend, he just manages to fit anyone that you need him to in the team just flawlessly. Knowing if you have the knowledge and if you have the knowledge of what they need for you or not, he manages to just work around it, and it's really, really nice. And I am a bit questionable of whether NFS are going to be able to maybe out stress them really.
I mean, I think on a level of strategy alone, in a head-to-head competition, Kobos is going to win out every time. No question about that. NFS have shown when they need to be calculating and coordinated and cold-blooded killers, they absolutely can. And so we just need to find that flow state and maintain it for as long as possible against Zonk in order to pull these maps and pull these rounds away from them. As far as Zonk is concerned, it's all about trusting the communications given to them by their IGL and taking the opportunities that they have to make their individual plays.
Yeah, but I think we're saying in that interview, they do have an immortal level IGL caller, and who apparently is really comfortable on Bind, despite them not wanting to play it all. Which again, I can't blame them for. That map sucks, but.
Bind has been, I mean, in the Underpeel, it's a bit of like Bind is something to be avoided. It's a pariah within the Underpeel. People don't enjoy playing it at all. And so whenever you get to see Bind happen in the Underpeel, it's exciting. Whether you like the map or not, getting to see people's take on the map is always an enjoyable thing. And when you've got a team that loves Bind against a team that apparently has only banned it because of their entry's discomfort, it begs the question, how ready are they?
Yeah. Especially if they haven't been practicing it as much as they would have been. And assuming has been practicing it, considering that they didn't ban it in the first place. And Bind might be, honestly, Bind's looking more like a coin toss, especially if NFS's IGL is as comfortable as they say.
Right. Well, and I think, truthfully speaking, I think the real question of this game, this entire series, is going to be Split. Split's the map 3 seed, right?
Yes,
or
it is.
Split would be the potential
decider.
third map.
Yep, decider.
Yeah, that is, if we end up in the decider, that's going to be the real question, because we've seen Nib absolutely tower over Zonk on Split, but we've also seen NFS be Nib. That would put odds in NFS's favor to win out on Split. But Zonk, I mean, Dax was in here just a minute ago, seeming very, very confident about their Split play, citing it as one of their best maps. So I'm really excited to see. I hope we go to a map 3.
Yeah, map 3 would be super exciting, especially because, again, both teams have such a good splits for both of them, especially after NFS's domination yesterday on the map against who most people assume that they've had the best split. Apparently, we've been proven wrong, and being able to see both teams just be able to clash on that map that they're both so comfortable on, it would be a sight to behold if we end up getting to there.
I mean, maybe that's the trick of it. If every team has Split as their best map, it's just the best map to watch.
I can't say anything about that. That would be the best, as long as every team plays it differently.
You see, I had a few things written down here, a couple of notes taken down. Oh gosh, where is it?
The notes have been lost.
Zonk are heading into. If we talk about season 4, Zonk was able to make it into the grand finals of the Masters 2 in Underpeel season 4, and they made a pretty solid run up in the championship tournament. Heading into now what is the grand finals of the season, I wonder if the pressure is getting to them right now, or if they feel a pressure to perform, or if they're able to stay calm, cool, collected.
Maybe I would hope that they're able to stay calm. As far like knowing the players on the team, they don't seem to be the type to be able to freak out. Especially when I was told earlier they have call outs for TDM and they were actively doing it in call. So I would assume that they are perfectly chill, or relatively chill.
Well, at least they sound very intense and very focused in.
Yeah, they are locked in for sure. They want to win this.
Mm-hmm. And that just as well, we've got our crack team of analysts, Kraken Overheated, calling the 2-0 Zonk happening here. And I'm honestly, I don't exactly know. Obviously, Zonk have to be feeling some of the support and using that energy to put everything they have into these matches. But according to NFS Captain Nam, they don't seem phased by it. They don't seem too concerned with what other people think.
I mean, I would hope not, considering they've been the underdog the entire season. And while I can't exactly blame people for making them the underdog, after a certain point, you just have to stop caring.
I mean, everybody loves a good underdog story, especially when those underdogs do not let the pressure get to them. I'm excited to see if that'll be apparent or not.
And I do kind of want to make it like a little small like bet. Who do you think on NFS is going to end up being their top fragger this game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because again, it's usually someone different every game. So like,
right. I mean, we saw last night that Hello had a really solid set of rounds, really good at controlling space. I mean, when you talk about like, you're asking about top frag, not just about highest impact player.
Let's do highest impact. Because top frag is too easy. Let's do highest impact.
I think that we're going to see a lot of impact out of MG, out of in-game heated toilet seat. Flash Initiator on maps like Split and Bind are so powerful. And I think that value cannot be overstated when it comes to especially the grand finals of a tournament like this. That has to be something that they're really putting all their attention to.
Yeah, I think my guess is probably either be I was gonna say Amok, one of their controller players, and usually the controller players have some high value, and as we can see, we're going to the Aiden select for map 1 of Pearl. You already see Zonk locking in with Holy with the Yoru pick. You have seen this before.
No fear in our hearts. Immediate locking in. Now we're seeing a Sova here on Pearl. Not an uncommon choice, but as we see on NFS, looks like they're running the exact same comp they were running last night, including the Phoenix Breach combination.
I mean, if it worked for them this game, I do wonder how they're going to react to the Yoru, because they didn't play against the Yoru last night.
Right.
And that Yoru can, quite honestly, if played right, it just ruin a lot of plans by simply, hey, I could be across the map now.
I mean, I wonder what the choice for the Yoru is, not to pair it with a Fade or a Breach. Fade, you can obviously allow for much more sneaky plays with Yoru using Fade Ultimate, or even just the C's will deafen somebody. And the Breach is just such a match made in heaven for Yoru. How they're going to use that, and what the synergy of that team composition is going to be like.
Yeah, I am a bit concerned because, again, like you said, that Yoru doesn't have anyone to really synergize with. So we're gonna have to see how they do. They are using that Yoru on defense now. Already having it what looks to be a lineup to go to A in case that ends up being the hit. And we will see that NFS are already positioned to do a quick A take.
Not just an A take, an A take 4 through Art here. This is going to be pretty big. Griffin already sending a dart to who knows where as we make our way through Art as quietly as possible.
Yeah, and they're going to face not a single point of resistance. The KJ is not on the sides. It's just a Viper sadly about to get crunched. Dax already realizing that they're about to hit the site as the stars come out. Will quickly get out of the site as the rest of NFS are just quickly on the site. Already pushing into Secret, hoping to get some picks here as Dax is left alone and completely overwhelmed by the Phoenix and Jets. As the rest of NFS are just making their way off site, ready to play this post plant.
Yeah, moving into this post plant here, I mean, we're up a person right now. All we need to do is live and just sit tight. We'll be good to go. This retake is coming in as quick as possible. Challenger is going to look for a pick, but Diddy is right on top of it there with a headshot. Here comes the post plant preparation from NFS here, firing away onto the bomb. But Kobos tries to fight back a little bit, gets shut down. Amok and Toilet Seat are there to fight. And that's going to be a absolutely dominant first round for NFS, only dropping one person after the bomb went down.
Yeah, that was really that was a solid round from NFS. They managed to find managed to just go to the site that only had one person, and then they just immediately saying, "Hey, we're gonna overwhelm you with sheer numbers," and it worked out for them in the end. And that post plant was amazing.
They wasted absolutely no time converting their position. As soon as that bomb goes down, they immediately switched mindset into the post plant. Very, very effective. Very effective play from NFS here.
And it seems like they're gonna want to try to do the same again, making some mid presence known. They are gonna try to get all this mid pressure in, but using that turret and stop any sort of rotate from Zonk, at least without them knowing. They're gonna look to try to get this A space. They are being really cautious, knowing that it is Zonk's eco here. They could be pushed up without them knowing.
Right. We are finding the first drawback here of NFS's team composition. Zero information to speak of. They're going to be hitting into this full B stack here. Here it comes as we move out onto site. Kobos is there to trigger the trap. Challenger and Kobos working together to fight back. They take out two before anybody else is even seen. Now we have three people all the way running back B long. There is absolutely no way we can continue this site hit. And Hoy grabbing one through the smoke just for fun.
Yeah, NFS are in a bit of a bind here, really. They don't have much util in Dame, just some flashes, and I believe... I actually think that KJ only has one molly left.
30 seconds
Not that much of a bind. I apologize. Not that much of a bind just yet. We're still on Pearl. Still on map 1.
Anyways, if the only thing is the more engagements, having that turret up, knowing that they can watch every avenue. Do have these guns out as FDD is trying to make something out of this round.
10 seconds
And unfortunately, we'll immediately get Viper orbed off. Forced to save these guns as there is no chance for them to be able to win this round. That was a really good play by Zonk, able to just use that util everywhere that they needed to, as the rest of them are just pushing out, trying to remove the guns from for the rest of NFS. Unfortunately, they will be able to save the Vandal on NFS's side, but it's a bit of a bittersweet solace for them.
Yeah, what an eco round from Zonk squad. Score still 0-0 after 2 rounds. Absolutely amazing that neither team has managed to drop a round. But incredible even so that Zonk are able to abuse NFS's hole in their team composition. That zero information, they were ready for it. They were prepared for it.
And it seems like they're going to keep doing it here. You'll see NFS doing a 4-1 onto this A main, looking to try to get whatever picks they can, as they are again forced on an eco. Dart, unfortunately, on A or B lobby won't be able to scan anyone, but E main is fully for NFS to pick. They will get some mid pressure going out as some spot shots are taking on both teams. Looking to try to get whatever pressure they can.
NFS here. 45 seconds into the round, we have zero space to speak of at all. This is a really solid setup for Zonk here, and they just have to sit tight. They don't have to worry about a thing yet.
Yeah, but not until this KJ turn. We'll be spotting them long. I'll have the Viper Orb, but unfortunately, they're obstructing the view of Challenger, but he does have this Outlaw here. And I believe they don't have shields at all. Will unfortunately miss the first shots, but they do know that there's a couple there. We will see the Phoenix coming through already at round 3. But unfortunately, will already be taken out as Challenger will be able to get a call-out kill. Unfortunately, onto the Mock behind the Phoenix ult.
30
And the guys are
seconds
already
left.
down one and unfortunately being pushed behind this Viper Orb. And it's completely stopping them in the tracks.
Oh, Kobos, what an amazing shot on Diddy. Zonk really showing their colors here with this double controller KJ comp, showing what it does best. They defend, they hold, they stand on business, they take no prisoners. Kobos to finish out the round, and that's going to be 2-1 NFS after an eco round. After an eco round, up 2-1.
Yeah, it was really convincing. Zonk are absolutely using the fact that NFS don't have any info at all. And speaking of info, we're going to go into clear comms now for Zonk.
Different pages. I got through and just died solo.
It was NFS.
Okay.
I think we go mid again.
Yeah.
Just work together.
Yeah. I'm gonna try
can
and work
walk up
the
up.
orb
They don't
A,
have
but
any
yeah,
neutral.
can we take our control?
They start top mid again.
Wait, grab bomb on AL.
I'll grab.
I smoked deep B long.
Where's that dot land? Okay.
It's landing by me.
On B, on B. I dodged that.
They smoked me up, so I don't have B long information.
Okay.
They smoked
Can we
us.
take our
Yeah.
control, guys?
They droned out. They droned out. So is out. It's on me.
Okay, can we walk?
He's in that smoke.
Oh, yo,
Close.
yo.
Nice shot.
Good, good. Can we
head
So
towards
what's
the
up? Hold on,
Jet.
Jet.
Go with him. Go with him.
So was out. I need you to speed up.
There's someone in connect.
One shop here. Oh, not shop. Link.
I've got a stinger on fucking main here, guys, so I don't have a ton of range, alright?
All right, I think you guys got to speed up.
Okay, I have the speed up here.
I'm gonna stun backside. All right, start
Yeah.
pushing in, stunning backside.
We're out. Get on side. Backside's clear. Pit is not.
Safe.
Can we get extra space somewhere?
Let's go.
So either
One pit. In the smoke. Secret. Dead.
Got one
Alt
mid.
dead. Careful
Maybe
main.
flag.
Careful
Hey,
main.
off. Could be main. Let's fight this together.
Alt one.
I think I heard his flash.
You guys
Or no, that
left
was
me.
fire.
You're backside.
Alt and your backside. Don't flank. Alt and backside.
Chill,
All right, we're
case.
good. Don't chow. Don't chow. I have stun and suck. Already, I'm gonna suck first stab. Sucking now. One's pushing. us.
Fucking.
So close.
Good bit down.
Pop.
Has an op.
Thinking about.
Oh,
Nice try.
Okay.
my bad. I should've.
Nom, you can't leave me here. I had to go for the gun. I had a stinger.
All good.
Oh,
All good.
And the gun had fucking one bullet in it. Alright, let's take heavier mid control here. Let's try and flash through mid doors. Actually,
Seeing a lot of tension on NFS's side here.
Yeah, that was a lot more combative than I would have liked to see them coming into round 5.
Yeah, I mean, as you're moving that pre-round, as you're setting the stage for what your round's going to look like, we need one voice on the comms, and then as we go into that late round, we just need to make sure we're all on the same page. But also, a beautifully played round by Zonk. That early pick was just devastating from Kobos, even with the trade out.
Yeah, but it was Challenger who ended up making a miracle that round, really. And ended up winning
An
it.
amazing play that was, yeah.
You guys see NFS doing it, another eco play, going into connector already. Griffin will be able to see this and dart to get it out as the rest of NFS are just running over to B sites. They're already getting stalled by a molly. As the rest of Zonk are already positioned to be able to defend the site. Kobos getting the first engagement off of that beautiful flash from Hoy. Some trades are coming out. Zonk are still up one. You will see the Yoru coming out. So they can still defend this side. Kobos grabbing up another off of that ultimate. You'll see the shorty come out and picking up the first kill. Unfortunately, trolling a bit and missing the op shots. But it is a 2v1 for Zonk here. It's really hard for them to lose, especially with Hello so low. Dax to pick up the final kill. They win out their 4th round. 5th.
Not a bad eco round from NFS overall. You get 3, you're gonna consider that a good round. but Zonk's reaction so solid as we head into this timeout here. Let's see what's going on.
And 3 people went connector.
I'm making a play right there. I should have calmed that I was making a play, but yeah, nobody should have followed me.
So yeah, we just need to pay attention to the calls, right? Because they just swung
Got
out
it.
here, and it was free kill. Like we had an op swing us here, and the only reason that we didn't get the kill is because 3 people went con.
I agree. I think
Alright,
we're straight
so-
on the mistake. What can we do now? We got 30 seconds.
Trade out, like trade out, and actually push when we call pushes. The thing is, like we're
Yeah.
taking too long, and they're throwing mollies, and they're throwing smokes and stuns and flashes, and then we're just super late.
Also,
Okay.
A is their weaker side for the most part. They'll always have around 2 to 3 people for the most part on B.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
honestly,
we're
like
good,
I
guys.
think their A is free here. Like honestly, I think we just take A.
I'm down.
Let
with
me
it.
plant the bomb for my ult. And then yeah, I think
You
A
want to
is free.
split A?
Got some hindsight Harrys here. But honestly, focusing a bit too much on what was going wrong and not enough of the future, in my opinion.
I don't know who it was that recentered us though. That said, we agree on the problem. Let's work on a solution. I really like that. I think this is going to be a good round for NFS. They've got one idea. They're going to commit to it. I'm ready to see it.
Tennessee lined up this lineup again.
I'll say this. That's not a bad dart in and of itself, but I like to see inconsistency with darts. Right, the more consistent it is, the easier it is to play around. As we find our first engagement here, hello, the early pick on the Griffin, and make our space here for this A take. We're completely giving up sight here as we push 2 players through flank. And just making sure that we don't lose any more lives until we're ready for this retake.
Spike planted.
Very solid, disciplined play from Zonk after losing that early pick.
And they're getting ready for this retake. They are having 2 flank, recognizing that they do have that Astro ult for the post plants. You already see him engaging as Amok gets stunned, and unfortunately Zonk are just not getting just the value off of it. Will we eventually pick him down? As the rest of the NFS are just turtling onto the art. Unfortunately, they do have that Phoenix ult coming out, but he's already getting stunned and pulled as the rest of Zonk are just ready to just absolutely dominate the rest of them. Unfortunately, Hoy's trolling a bit as Dax is just getting this kicked out. That will be a round win for Zonk yet again. Unfortunately, Hello not being able to push off of their own KJ ults.
An absolutely masterful retake from Zonk squad. 4 versus 5 with that double flank coming in there. I don't think anybody could have played that better. That was really clean. Apart from Hoy, very excited here, but there is always a place for some chaos.
I mean, chaos ensued. He did distract them a bit more, and then they thought they weren't on the bomb.
It may be that Hoy bought just that little bit of extra time they needed to make that defuse a guarantee.
Yeah. We'll see how NFS reacts. I believe they're stuck on another eco as Hoy peeks out of mid and able to get the first pick onto top, and then ends up teleporting out. You'll see Zonk did switch up their defense just a little bit. Hoy's already back on A with this op, getting ready to help with the site hold.
Now it's NFS that are losing these early picks, that are getting impatient about what to do here, but the Molly's going to come down. Dax is getting stunned, and Amok is going to get that early pick onto the op. The op goes down.
Goku already there to help with the retake as the rest of Zonk are just playing safely. Dax with the op yet again.
Double!
Holy! Already, you see the discipline coming out from Zonk. They were just holding their positions, being ready for this retake, as the rest of them are slowly crunching in on where Heated Toilet Seat is. Already expecting that he's backside and not even main, as he will get cleared out by challengers and will be able to pick up the pick, but unfortunately just gets traded on the end. And Zonk are just looking way too good on not even their bad pick. It was NFS's.
I mean, how much more comfortable could you be? When you lose the pistol, you win the eco, and you've got 6 rounds back to back off of that, even after a timeout.
And the timeout's looking, the inefficiency of the timeout is looking to bite NFS a bit here. They're still, it seems like they're not on the same page, especially when they can't adapt to Zonk like this. They need to be talking a bit more about what they need to be doing, because it doesn't seem like they're changing much.
Right. I mean, what would you say that NFS needs to change here? Because I mean, looks like our problem isn't getting on site. We can get on site just fine, but we need to hold this post plan. We need to do it differently.
They need to push. They're unfortunately playing against a team that's as disciplined as Zonk. They have a lot of prep for these retakes. you know how you disrupt a retake? You push them, you aggress them. They have a team that's really, really aggressive. But unfortunately, they have no util, especially because of the breach pick. They need to get into those spaces using that breach util, especially because they don't really need to use that breach util for these side hits. But we see
Drone's going to spot 2 in mid here, and now we've got 4 players stacked up in mid looking to make a play here, but this alarm bot's going to make sure we have no worries, including the op. This may be a rough read from NFS here.
Fortunately, they are going to the right side with not the op and not enough players. Unfortunately, Zonked are already prepared to retake for this. Goku, unfortunately, playing with a bit of fire as they are sitting here double holding this connector push. Fortunately, Goku will eventually fall.
Taking a little bit of extra time to hit that shot, Nom.
Yeah, we already have Hoi coming out with that Yoru ultimate, showing exactly where all of them are. Unfortunately, Amok will get a lurk kill onto Kobos in mid. Really expected as Dax already spamming off that Yoru ult. Prepared to hold the sights. Fortunately, we'll get traded on the end. Good re-lurk by Challenger, trying to help even these up. It is a 2v3 still. The bomb is not planted for Art, unfortunately.
Challenger able to fight back a little bit here. And Hoi left the only one on site versus 2. Has to slice up these fights and win them. But no, Nam is there to finish it out. And exactly what you were talking about. As soon as we had some space, we took more. NFS pushing in a connect there to guarantee a pick before the bomb goes down.
Need a drop.
Already immediately see a timeout coming from Zonk the moment they lose the round.
They might try something, okay? Coming out of a timeout, I usually expect for some sort of aggressive play. So I think we hold for a second. This mid space, I think we've been taken away from them, even though if it hasn't resulted in 1 rounds, I think that's going to be the adjustment that they're making right now.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to open up the main sides. Either way, whatever we do, just play together, locate this operator, and use our utility to push them back. Don't dry peek them.
I think we should flash or like jump spot and find this op. If he's not on the B line, we just 5-man rush it as B.
Okay.
I mean, we tried that a couple times.
I don't know.
It did not work.
I think we
Think
fake
they're
that.
coming
Like we
off
run
the-
up, they'll throw mollies, sock, strong, and we walk back. Like they'll throw
But
you.
for that, we're gonna need at least 1 person in this area.
Yeah. We leave Diddy and Casey, or Amok as well. Amok instead, and
I think let's have Imok and KC be the ones because they'll see this
they'll
Phoenix
come
flash
back.
and know. Yeah.
And that's the comms that we needed to hear the last time we took a timeout. And that's already clearing up what they need to do and not being hindsight Harry's. Doing real good. Already calling that Zonk are going to try something.
Time to jump.
We'll see Hoi getting into this aggressive angle. He won't be able to get here completely uncontested. Is he the toilet seat? And I can't tell. Nam looking to try to clear these angles.
I mean, this is really solid information that we're getting from Hoi's positioning here. All we need to know is that we have 2 up B long, and that's all we needed.
And Hoi was able to get away safely. That Yoru's getting a lot of value just by being able to exist and get out, really, on all these dangerous fights.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if this is the read from Zonk, hoping to push NFS into this 3-stack on A. But now we have Griffin actually rotating out towards connector. Maybe not so much. As we poise for this A hit here, NFS wasting no time once they're ready for it. Immediately on site, ready to plant the bomb, but Hoi still trying to hold it down. That's a clone I was staring at.
W casting.
Not excited.
Low hitting. We Challenger run into a low in the smoke. That's so tragic. We see NFS turtling onto this A main space, but they know that the enemy KJ has ultimate. They will get aggressive here to try to break it, using that rolling thunder to come out. But Goku, the worst, getting a 2K as the rest of Zonk are just holding out of the site. Amok forced to back off. We'll get tagged by the ultimates, and unfortunately, we'll lose the rounds to the defuse. They're forced to save this gun.
Zonk are just always going to be prepared for something like this. They were ready for that breach ult, and they decided to play the KJ ult retake. Very, very solid decision-making from Zonk from top to bottom. You got to wonder if that's coming from Team IGL Kobos or if everyone's on the exact same page before it even happens.
would imagine that it's probably a combination of both. Phobos is the one calling it, but I'm seeing that all of them are already probably in agreement in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Alarm bot out.
You're gonna see that Zonk. They'll need to change much. They're winning all these rounds, and they just keep doing what they're doing. They know that there's info starving strategies are working against this no info team. NFS are just forced to being pushed mid here. But do you see Hoi just behind the box? A bit of a dangerous position, really.
But I'll tell you what, it's unique. We've never seen it before. I'm ready for it. We do get spammed out by Diddy. Griffin there to make the exchange. And it gives some space back, especially against this Phoenix Molly, or this Phoenix ultimate.
That's an ultimate to Molly. I've seen the will spell the spotting grab Goku. Good reflexes by FDD to pick it up at the last vestiges of his ultimate.
That's a huge kill. Without that Sova ultimate, this retake just became a lot harder.
Yeah, and now, but they have to go up against the Astra ult too. Do an important ultimate burn for this round as Kobos will fall to hello in an off angle. Longer looking to just save at this point, and recognizing that this round is a bit lost. As FDD will unfortunately completely whip onto Dax as Dax retreats into their spawn, looking to just get to whatever exits they can.
What I'm seeing here is that both teams are absolutely excellent at punishing mistakes. With Goku or Griffin accidentally peeking into Diddy's Phoenix ultimate, and with just a quick moment of missed spray time, giving Dax that free pick back. Punishing mistakes are both of these teams' bread and butter here.
I mean, yeah, especially when you have someone as prep as Zonk, but it just seems like NFS are just kind of just punishing them off of sheer gunplay, and not even strats really.
Right.
So we're gonna have to see how they keep adapting as Zonk is still in a major advantage. It's 7-3 currently. We're gonna see if the NFS adapts. It's trying to make it to 7-5. You'll see them doing another mid play, recognizing that they don't play anyone mid really. You'll see Hoi here with up. We'll be able to get the first
aggressive op line for Hoi. Again, these early picks from Zonk, so devastating to NFS. Now, with no information to speak of whatsoever, we're just going to keep losing bodies. We have to take these peaks if we want to win, but we just can't do it. Goku for another pick, making 5v3.
And you'll see Dex picking up another pick over top of the smoke. NFS only have Hello left in a 1v4. In his 2v4, sorry. Stuck in a bad position. We'll be able to pick up a kill, but now the spike's dropped and behind that box. And Amok is unfortunately going to get thrown down.
I killed you.
What?
Ooh, nice shot from Amok there, but it might be too little too late in this 1 versus 3 situation. That stun's going to come out.
Yeah, and unfortunately they are getting flanked. That vulnerable's already out. Unfortunately, he is completely boxed in.
30 seconds left.
Has to unfortunately push into one of them if he chooses correctly. The smoke comes down, he eventually faces 2. It won't pick up a single one. It's currently 8-3. NFS have one more chance to try to get around for their attack half.
I mean, I'll say it right now. Zonk is putting on a masterclass of how to defend Pearl right now. I don't think I've ever seen anything that's so well put together and so prepared as what Zonk is showing us here.
Yeah, they are 100. They know what they're doing. Then they are confident in what they are doing. They're constantly switching it up, never keeping anything the same. As you see, Hoi and Kobos is pushing up into the space. Like I said, they're changing it up almost every round in some way. As NFS are just taking mid again. You'll see that Viper's been coming out and aiming, and unfortunately, they don't have the right tools to be able to push it. Forces just sit there behind it. As the rest of NFS are just walking up in the streets, they're gonna take this B angle. Hoi's already aware of it. Has the op posted in a bad position. It isn't looking the right way. That will be a free sight for NFS.
Boy, there's nothing there. You gotta know that.
Spike planted.
Oh, but Challenger right there to make it an even 4 versus 4. With this top B long space, this is not a lost round for Zonk by any means.
You're mocking the good lurk. able to pick up the kill in the axe, helping even it out whatever this unfortunate round. Let's see heated toilet seat getting caught out. He has a good flash, but unfortunately the trades are starting to come out. It's just Nom. Just Nom and a mock left for this post plant. Sorry.
Zonk end up here even in the numbers here, but not fully prepared for where enemies are positioned right now.
It's just Challenger, and unfortunately he has no time left as Nom will be able to pick up the kill. And the NFS are getting a much needed round, ending up closing the half 8-4.
8-4, not an unwinnable half by any means of the word. But if I'm NFS, I'm looking at Zonk right now, and I'm a little nervous. Even when they are changing up their strategies, they are still coming up with complete plans. And NFS, there are just a few. There are mistakes for them to punish, absolutely. But on this defense half, they need to make sure that they're making none of their own.
Yeah, they need to make sure they can get every round that they can. And it's going to be really tough for them, especially if Zonk keep up the pressure that they're doing. You already see that they look prepared for whatever default this is. What is that trade? That's not normally where the cage current goes in Ari.
not where you would expect to see typically. But it could be that NFS is looking for, or excuse me, it could be that NFS is looking for a more active defense here.
That's fair. We will see Zonk coming out, already aggressively taking the space. Hoey's already out into halls. Robots are just running out like a maniac. You'll see Challenger lurking up into this connector. We'll be able to find Hello and get out with his life. You will get some damage done to both of them as NFS are forced to play retake here.
I mean, Zonk here, their post plant is also fearsome, just as much as their retake. Let's see exactly how they're going to convert this round. Now that we have full B-Link control, all 4 defenders retaking from spawn, and as it comes out, the stun is going to make it happen for Nom. Gets traded out by Dax, though, and for another one, plus interest. Did he try to drop out of heaven? Finds one, gets traded out immediately, but Toilet Seat there to fight right back, and now we're in a 2 versus 1 here.
And they know exactly where heated toilet seat is. Not a good position as Dax with the amazing reposition to collect the 4K to win him the pistol round. That was a dominant round for them, and not one that NFS could afford to lose.
No, that's an amazing, amazing demonstration of exactly what Zonk has to put on the table here. Not only the individual player from Dax, what an amazing 4K, but just showing exactly what their plans are meant to do. They're breaking down NFS's defense and forcing these retakes, which they are extremely good at holding their post plant.
Yeah, and we see Zonk doing the same thing they did last round, except they have better guns. You'll see all of NFS just converging to mid, looking to kill whoever's lurking here. You'll see Challenger already forced to push back as FDD is pushing into the shots area. We'll take some chip damage as Challenger is continuing to try to engage onto all of these eco players. Does only have the ghost, so nothing of value will be lost if they do end up losing. Unfortunately, we'll be able to get the first one for their team. Won't be able to get the second, but that is some really good chip damage done as the rest of Zonk are just pushed onto the sites. They'll be able to get a free plant.
NFS fighting so hard for just one single kill, and now they're left in a 4 versus 4. Again, having to retake on their eco against Zonk. This is not the situation you want to be in, where you have to put that much manpower into one lurker.
And it wasn't even worth it in the end. All he had is a ghost. No guns for them, as the rest of them are just stuck in streets, not even able to come out because of this really potent Viper wall. They're all so low as it is, as Hoy will be able to get the first engagement and the first kill, as Amok and Hello are just trying to come out. You will see Amok already just to come out in the CT area, but unfortunately will fall to Hoy and Dax. Editorial Seed left alone in long at this point. Was looking to die to the bomb, but it's just too late. Dax already had him in his sights.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Zonk is just tearing up right now. NFS making, I mean, I'm no problem whatsoever with a 5-person mid eco round. It's a unique idea, it's a fun idea, but not the time nor the place to do it. When the stakes are this high, when the rounds are this different, really want to do a more aggressive variation on the default defense. That is not the That is not the 9-4 eco round, I think.
Yeah, and NFS have to do something different this round. It looks like they are changing up their defense a bit from the pistol. See, Zonked just doing almost the same thing as they did their first pistol. Challenger's already up into R, willing to counter this alarm bot. They know that the KJ is lurking yet again, as the rest of Zonked are just pushing up into this A main area. They haven't made any noise yet. And so NFS have to clear this with their faces. Nom pick up the first one on this engagement. Already bringing NFS to a good lead into this round. And Zonked are looking to recoup their losses. They'll be able to pick up the gun. We are stuck in a 4v5. They will try to... They do need to be able to pick up a kill here soon if they want to even it out.
I mean, this round classically would be the bonus, but Zonked have a lot of money riding on this. All of the players had rifles at the start of the round. We're seeing some really... This is a really, really big round for Zonked here. If they can even get enough kills to make it a good eco, they get their 2 kills here. It's a very solid round. Anything less and it's real trouble for them. See the Viper Pit go down for A, but it's not going to reach the bomb plant site.
But I think that's fine when Hello gets decimated by challengers. You'll see the bomb get planted here. As the rest of Zonk and NFS are just going into engagements. Unfortunately, Zonk are winning it out in the end. NFS just not in the good position to be able to defend the site. They're unfortunately not on the same page.
Just like that, we find ourselves in a 3 versus 2 with very little util to speak of on the side of NFS.
Just a Phoenix Flash. As you see the Viper's Pit and that orb coming up, helping Challenger to take the space and hold it.
Yeah, I mean, in Challenger, the isolated player Challenger, doing everything as possible to live for as long as possible. This is really, really solid play, but Amok is going to take out Kobos in the Viper's Pit. Dax is going to pick up the last 2, though, and that's going to be 11-4, favoring Zonk.
And it seems like NFS just aren't playing on the same page. And we're going to see how it feels to play on the same page as we go into Zonk's their comms.
Just don't worry about your alarm bot.
Yeah, I can get it later. That's fine.
Default drone.
Yep.
They're poor again.
I am recalling the long smoke.
I'm going. That's why I'm going judge. That way, if I die, I only give him a judge.
Just be ready for them to aggro into B main, because you know they're on eco. We're ready to fight. We have 5. We have flashes. Yeah, I'm not gonna have gun out, so help me. Hold me close.
Sounds like one is in straight.
I bet they push. Drone's out. Close. Pushing flash. One more. Left side.
No charges left.
Cubby, dash out. We're good. We come back.
Koei, there's a gun on my body. Gun on my body.
Ready?
I can dart sight.
Ulting. Wait for ult. Screen's clear.
Can you recon? They could be close in the smoke.
One elbow, one
Want to clear it together?
Keep pinging. Mid.
Yeah.
I'm fighting mid, Hoy. Right side mid. Mid dead. Heaven.
Last player standing.
Could be lower.
I'll hold for you.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm getting
Let's
Astral.
close out.
Alright,
Close this shit out.
Wait, what if we beat fake with Astral Wall? They don't really play screen here.
I think
I can do that.
I mean, I'm about to start crying tears of joy right now.
I mean, yeah, those are honestly perfect comms coming out from them, especially since they've been... I'll leak a bit. They've been having comms issues for the majority of the season, but to see them have such good enthusiasm and good clear comms coming out from them, it's just... Yeah, I'm just having tears of joy now.
And having the read as well, knowing they were going to fight B long on their equal round. Very, very intuitive play from Zonk Squad. Obviously on the behalf of Kobos for making the calls, but the entirety of the team is just showing exactly what they're here to do.
Yeah, see what they do here. You see NFS grouping up Art again, hoping to take this mid space because they are stuck on another, looks to be a half buy as you see the Guardians, and actually no, they forced as you see the Guardians and Bulldogs coming out. You'll see Challengers still here in a good position to get a kill, get the second kill. It's Hoy managing to help cover Challengers back. You'll see the Astro ult coming out for the attackers of Zonk. And that will be another free sight for Zonk as NFS forced to play retake yet again. FTD will come out with that ultimate. We'll be able to pick up the first kill, but immediately ult will be killed by Kobos. He's looking to try to get more kills, even through the molly, taking a whole bunch of damage. As you will be able to pick another kill to Challenger. Will get immediately traded out though.
It's not an unwinnable round for NFS here. They just need to play their cards right. Play hygienically. Hello gets a pick there, but Griffin right there holding man
30 seconds
advantage
left.
on the side of Zonk squad, and now all we have to do is sit back and relax as Hello forced to 1v2 here.
And unfortunately for Hello, Zonk have a great read here. Already coming out with the Art's hold. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the proper
Placing
utility to
swamp
clear
grenade.
both Art and main, and gambles on the main with the Molly. And unfortunately, he knows that at least one
Out of
is
charges.
main Arts right now. He doesn't know that they're both there.
Out of charges.
Zonk just already gambling that he's not sticking in that second ping.
Double swing.
Guarantee it's map 1 goes to Zonk. A very, very dominant going from them.
13-4 in a grand final match. What do you make of that?
They're here to win it. They are not. They want this win so badly and are looking to just make it a 2-0. Unfortunately, Hoy does have, I think he has a time limit still on this match, but they want to win it as fast as possible.
This is true. This is true. They are working against the clock here, but based on everything that we're seeing, I don't know how much of a concern that's going to be. During the clear comms round, Hoy's ultimate play into back hall was just inspiring. The jump peek onto Nam. There are so many times where I've just wanted to start screaming my head off, but I can't because that would interrupt things. What an absolutely amazing first map from Zonk.
And I'll see that they can bring it into their map pick of Bind. They like Pearl was NFS's map pick. I need to point that out. That was NFS's map pick. So seeing how confident Zonk were into taking Bind against them, we're gonna see how that goes. As we will go into a break. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with another exciting map too. And welcome back. We will be coming into the maps Ancient Select soon here in a bit. Do you think we're gonna see the Yoru unbind?
I would love to see the Yoru unbind, but I also know Hoy is not afraid of playing Raze, and we go for a more classic approach to the game.
Yeah, but again, Zonk, they don't play like typical teams, so we're gonna see what they pick here. But do you think that NFS are confident in their bind, despite not playing it all season, except for one? Actually, no, they never played all season at all. So I don't.
I do believe the exact words used during the pregame interview was, while Nam had said, I don't like the map, so we always banned it, but we have a ex-Radiant player IGLing for us, so I'm not worried. And I really do hope that that shows through on this map here today, because I really want to watch Split. But that said, Zonk have shown that they are not afraid of anything.
Yeah, and they definitely showed that last match. They were wanting that game to end ASAP, and they managed to make it work.
Heading into hoping that NFS have taken the time to recollect their thoughts, take a deep breath, drink some water, whatever you need to do, and really, really dial back into whatever protocols that they have set in place. Whatever the communication structure is, whatever their main playbook is, if we can recenter into that, this match is nowhere near over. That was only one of 2 maps, and I want to see 3.
Yeah, and looking like they're trolling their own agent picks here. We will see Zonk going for the meta, almost the meta. They will be picking up the Astra instead of the Brim. Probably for comfort reasons. Kobos is really good on that Astra, and they've been showing that they can make it work on every map. So why not play it?
I mean, Kobos is working as such like an overseer or an Overwatch over Zonk Squad here, making sure that like all of these decisions being made are backed up with supporting util. I have no questions whatsoever about choosing Astra over Brimstone here.
Yeah, we will see that NFS did pick the default comp, I believe. At first, I saw before we got into the loading screen, but I'm kind of curious to see how the 2 teams fight against each other, especially when Astra on Bind wasn't played until hasn't been played since Astra was the meta, whenever that was.
Right.
It was episodes 5 or 6.
There's going to be a lot of I think. Looks like they have themselves ready to go. I'm excited and interested to see exactly how committed they are to their strategy.
And you're going to see it now. You already see Zonk already doing the normal Viper stuff, getting that a Shorts wall and orb down. You'll see that NFS already took all the showers, but looking to hold that space as the rest of Zonk are just looking to default, get info where they can, pick that long space, and guarantee that they have something. We'll be able to get that orb onto Hoy. Get that first points for that showstopper.
I mean, the util coordination right off the bat, showing exactly how deadly Zonk is on this map, wedging themselves into every corner they can find, and Challenger walking up U-Haul unaware is going to catch an engagement with Hello, not aware of Brimstone here. He's going to get pushed out with the Dizzy coming, but the smoke goes up. We almost escape, but no, Hello is there to finish it out, and we've got so many rotates onto A site now. Kobos wrapping behind U-Haul, making a play here for the 3K. And Diddy fighting back from showers with all their heart. But now it's just a 3 versus 2 here as Toiletzy tries to make their way out. But no, Zonk is aware. They make this teleport happen. We are going to see a B-site post plant, 3 versus 2 Zonk.
Boss is in the perfect position to get the ace on the pistol round already. Full HP has the light shields in the ghost as FDD is already injured as it is. He has the perfect position and timing to be able to do it. Unfortunately, Tax might steal it here from him as they are doing this crunch on the site.
Kobas needs to write a book on how to make a statement. Oh my god.
Enemy remaining.
There it is. There's the 4. Can we see the ace here on the pistol? No, we're not worried about it. Aces are earned, not given. Dax is there to finish out the round, and Zonk are terrifying.
You can tell that Minimoth is the coach for Zonk because they didn't allow. There is no free aces. We are not allowed. If you're given a free ace, that is shame. Shame for the rest of the team.
Aces are earned, not given. You've heard it here from MVT Zone.
Hey, but that was our philosophy all season after we stole like 4 aces by accident. We will see. NFS are looking to get aggressive with the short angle. Nam already pushing up with this neon. Unfortunately, nerfed already, so they only have that one side as Amok unfortunately falls to the sees nade. Let's go. We can pick up a second kill here.
And we have a disconnect from Amok. I hope that doesn't last for very long. Unfortunately, though, Zonk are just already in a winning position for this round. 5 versus 3. As long as we can group up and commit to the hit, we are going to be fine. As NFS, I love the Eco Rush. Love that idea. But against Zonk, they're just so prepared.
Yeah, we're seeing how that preparedness can really change the flow of things. They're already still diligently clearing all of A sites, even with them having the majority of the space. Still very aware that they do not have their flank watched and are planning it in a spot where they can't easily be abused. That wall going up, letting them take that space. We'll see FDD or Goku eventually fall, but it's just FDD alone with just a classic to try to win something out of this eco. We're gonna get at least one more.
Challenger sitting outside with the knife out, ready to go.
Challenger helping to just distract them as Phil also finally get the kill in the end, and we'll be able to get that Astra ult for their bonus round.
We are going to have a quick tack pause here as Amok needs a moment to reconnect. But while that's happening, Zonk are just... I mean, it looks like they're just having a great time right now, above all else.
Yeah, they're having fun, but they're still extremely aware of what's happening. Challenger was ready to knife out, distract him so that Kobos can get that ultimate for Zonk. Like, that's... Regardless of how much fun they're having, they're still in it to win it.
NFS are going to be heading into their first full buy round. Effectively, what should be an anti-eco. Zonk, they have full armaments. They are ready to go all in on this round. What should we be seeing from NFS here to make sure that they don't lose this round?
Honestly, I want to see them hold one of the lanes. If I was them, I would say we need to hold showers. Have Amok and Nam hold that showers while Gecko plays back site to help just mitigate that space, and then force Zonk to plant that truck angle and play short, just because they're a bit, especially that pistol round, they pushed a bit too much and ended up costing the round, and they just lost too many picks.
Yeah, I can agree with that. We can't give away too much space too early into the round. We need to make sure that we are actually holding on to what we have and what we can get. If we can't have that, then we can't play bind.
Yeah, that's why I hate this map. I hate this map.
This is why we can't have bind things, people.
That was a terrible joke.
You're a terrible joke.
True.
Roasted.
Roasted and toasted.
Toasted.
There.
Heading into our bonus round on Zonk's side, obviously NFS, we're just going to need to hold on to these lanes and truly fight for them, right? I would rather fight and die for it than give it to them and guarantee that we lose the round. And then from Zonk's side here, we can just stay the course as long as we're taking the space that we are, as assiduously as we are, and as attentively as we are. I think all will be well on their side of the fence.
You actually brought out the assiduously. That's crazy.
It's the best word.
It is a great word. I love assiduous. It's such a great. Yeah, you see, Amaka will eventually come back in. You're already back alive, and see that? And NFS looking to do exactly what I was telling. Except for the Gecko's a bit too far forward, in my opinion. We'll see Amaka and Nam just holding the space. You'll see the Astra ult already coming out. And unfortunately, Hello was not ready. It looked like he was AFK. Unfortunate. You'll see a 4v5 retake with that Astra already coming down. Boy, he killed the FD their spawn. Not prepared for the judge.
My jaw is dropped and open on the table right now. These opening picks are so big as Zonk into another 5 versus 3 post-plant situation. This is a round that is Zonk's to win. But fighting back a little bit on the side of NFS as we push out through TP into showers. Looking to make a play here. The three of us all flooding out, but Hoy throwing that nade to make sure they stay out. We're going to get on the bomb as soon as possible.
Unfortunately, the bomb's not halved, and it's just ticking way too low. Zonk will win their bonus round. It's a bit bittersweet, though, because it seemed like Hello was not prepared for the round to start.
I tell you what, that is a tough moment there. Unsure if that was just an issue with tech or whatever it may have been, but NFS were fighting back during that round. They ended up up a person 3 versus 2. And it was just that Astra Star that was able to stop the defuse that really ruined their round. What else can you expect from Kobos?
I am a bit surprised, personally, that none of these teams have been doing the tech of having one person in front of the Star to make it so that the diffuser can stick the bomb even through a pole. And we'll see the rest of Zonk pressing this Shroud's angle, and NFS already coming out with actually pick up the first and the second. But NFS are the ones who are on top. Notoriously getting a great TP through as, well, we'll see it here. Cypher's already up into the flank, watching everything. They know the Zonk have to be here. Hello's in the same position as last round, as Goku was unfortunately knifed out. Let's see Hello lag out again.
Hello
The
is
encounter in a 1v2.
obvious tech issues on Hello's side. Still able to get theirs, ending this in a 2 versus 1 situation. Challenger left all alone, beset on all sides by enemies. Can we convert it? No. Diddy is there, laid up short with the Phantom, and NFS are going to find themselves on the board 1-3.
They put us in the dirt.
Yeah.
They're gonna find out we weren't buried.
And it was a very much needed round. You see another P10 coming out from NFS. Unfortunately, I think that is already their second tech pause of the series.
Absolutely it is.
Yeah, they will have no more after this, so it might spell a bit of a disaster if they can't get these tech issues on the wraps. It would be a very bittersweet ending for Zonk if they are not able to, you know, if they win it out due to tech issues on NFS's side. It is really, you know, bittersweet.
Absolutely it is. I mean, nobody would feel particularly great about winning a 5 versus 4. It's unfortunate that would happen at the time that it does. But, I mean, what can you say? Things happen. Obviously, this is... things can't always be guaranteed to be fair. And even so, Hello is still fighting back as hard as they can, still getting theirs even before those tech issues showed up.
I mean, yeah, managed to get the one, ended up winning them the round, really. We'll see if Zonk are already changing things up this round. Looking to go back to their what was similar to the Pretzel strat, defaulting out, making sure they get spread out, get that info that they can.
And as we can, as we're hearing right now, we have a potential 10 minutes per team for tech pauses rather than 2 individual pauses of any duration. So we have a full pool of 10 minutes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, but they already used 5 of them, and they're currently running into the last 5 that they have.
Well, no, we just used we're only shy of like 4 minutes right now. So if there are any more tech issues, we have about 6 more budgeted for NFS.
Well, no, didn't NFS do the first tech pause too?
They did, yes.
Anyways,
As soon as you guys throw your AU till Griffin Index, just run to B. Or like walk when you get close, bro.
Showers.
They broke.
Mark in the showers.
They smoked
Or,
A.
I mean, the two.
Showers. They smoked showers.
Welcome.
I'll play for Noise Rage, but that's all I.
Quiet, quiet. Be long one.
When we plant, can you give me Wonka, boss?
Yep, you're ready, wingman.
Yeah.
So I
They
just
flashed
flashed.
long. We walk up. I think he was walk up long.
He flashed the pop
Recalling.
point. Wait,
Cypher camera on us. I broke.
I'm boom butting this. No, no, no. I'm speaking up.
No, hold.
I
Playing
can
on the
recall
lane.
for you guys to cross. Just keep walking. Recalling. You don't have to. Alright, Griffin, chill.
I get wingman.
Yeah, do you remember the Mosh lineup?
I have Iron 3.
There's some movement on A.
We're ready? You guys
Iron,
ready?
Iron,
Oh,
Iron,
Ready to go, ready to go, go now.
Two on A. They're rotating right now.
Close long, close long.
They're rotating through spawn. Two rotating through spawn.
Okay, let's get plant
Take
down.
elbow.
I spawn.
Spawn
One out, one out backside.
No, no, no. Spawn.
Griffin, you can grab your flash, I think. You can grab your flash.
I am playing time.
I'm playing in tube.
Go
I'm
elbow,
playing in
jump.
tube.
Go.
Carrot elbow. Griffin go elbow. Griffin go elbow.
Watch
I'll
elbow.
thrash.
Watch elbow. You don't have to go elbow. Just watch it. Watch elbow. Watch elbow. I have spawn.
Could go hookah. I'm playing time for bomb if anyone can fall off when they start.
I thrash too.
Yeah, Griffin, you can fall
Don't
off.
waste it.
You can fall off. I don't think they have crossed. I don't think they can have crossed.
I'm gonna smoke elbow. Smoked. Exit long here.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
hookah.
saving, I think.
I have suck for bomb. We can get out. Could they have
Nothing
an
in. Maybe.
Carry hookah flank. Just walk out.
I don't think they have money
I
for
think we
that.
just TP last
Two of
second.
you.
Just have to
Don't even go
out the
through.
TP. Do not go out the TP.
Okay.
He says, don't go
I
with the
didn't know
TP,
what
he
to do
says.
before.
Let's use thrash. Take something
New
fast.
2 game.
They were.
I mean, pretty solid round as we've come to expect this series from Zonk Squad. 4-1 now, as we move into round 6.
Yeah, they just seem to be completely on the same page, forcing NFS to save on a 3v3, which is the correct decision for NFS. It shows how dominant that Zonk is being this series.
Right, and we get a little bit of an inkling into their plan for this round. They're looking to use that thrash and guarantee another round for themselves. Really just continue extending that gap in scoreline. Here comes the thrash as we go out. We're looking to take showers for that. Absolutely. Hoy with the nade kill and the kill on Denam. Kobos pushing out a short. Going to grab a third. 3 players off of A, but we still have a Muck alone in U-Haul. But Hoy with the short, he gets shut down. Amok says not today.
Last player standing.
Dax
Yeah,
will finally clear the site, leaving us in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, let's just eat a toilet seat, and unfortunately, they're not in any sort of position to be able to retake here. Unfortunately, just getting the util is just too much for them. I'd like to see him save here because again, their eco is not doing so hot, losing all these rounds. And we'll just fall to Dax, who's been he is awake and focused. He's been hitting some wild shots this series.
There's really truly nothing else to do but see if you can get a pick and just get out of there while you can. Toilet seat just a hair too late on the mouse click there.
And unfortunately, that's those small mistakes are trying to lose them. Donk had a really strong strategy going in, and NFS wasn't expecting it.
Come on, little homies.
Let's see, NFS looking to change it up, get aggressive with the showers angle, it seems. Looks like they want to do a split here. Looking at the shower splits. Unfortunately, the only person they're going to find is Challenger. And he's just going to be able to get away scot-free. Nothing to ever stop him from just going through the CP. Unfortunately, he's taking his time because he hears the rest of them coming up behind him.
That's got to be such a good encouragement for Zonk to push out B. Challenger finds one before going down. I mean, that's all we really need to know. Now we have B site 4 versus 4 ready to go.
Spike planted.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Zonk ended up getting in positions that they absolutely love. And unfortunately, NFS just don't have the guns. They only have 1 Vandal and a couple Stingers. Actually, I think it's Phantom, I think. We're seeing all the util coming. They are going to get Caterpillar Smoke out and be able to come onto the site. And unfortunately, Zonk are already spamming these smokes and aware of what they're trying to attempt. Left in a 2v1. You'll see Boombox come out as Hoy comes out with a shorty to end it all.
If I had a nickel for every shorty kill Hoy has gotten.
Anyone need something?
Yeah, NFS, they have 4 ultimates this round. They need to start using them accordingly to try to spread them out, get these round wins. Because if they use it all in one round, that it would just be one round win and not and immediately back to losing. You'll see that Fade on Zonk does have their ultimate. Let's see how Dax uses it. Looks like they want to go for a B push here. Wasn't he to twist? Use that flash to come out. Unfortunately, not be able to get much off of it. Already is Zonker aggressively taking this angles. He get naded out, forced out as the rest as NFS are just gonna give up hookah and play for sight.
It's gonna give us long control as well here. Trying to force our way into hookah. Hoy haven't found Toy to see yet. Not terribly interested in looking for that kill, as we already have long control. And we find ourselves teleport through toilet seat and Nom there to create a combo to clear out hookah. And NFS find themselves up the exchange on this one, 5 versus 3.
Yeah, but Challenger's already up in their spawn. Let's see if FTD predicts this yet again. They have to know there's at least a lurker here, considering how willing they were to just TP. Challenger's not in a position that FTD might expect. He still hasn't spotted each other. And FTD will win it out of the end. Fortunately, he's leaving Kobos by himself in a position not suited for a 1v5.
There's a lot of things Kobos can do. A 1v5 against double swing enemies is not particularly one of them.
I mean, I've seen him do some crazy stuff.
Well, we can say it's not guaranteed anyway. But NFS coming out swinging that round with a really, really nice B short pinch play. Honestly, very solid. That's the kind of creativity we need to see throughout the rest of this half. If we can find ourselves tied up 6-6, I say NFS are still in this game, no problem.
Yeah, this map is famously just mostly they're lopsided. They only are good on one side. We're gonna see if Zonk can keep it up. See if he can, as Toy is able to get that nade out. We'll be able to pick up Toy to Toy. Not be able to get out in time, but forced to use their ulti light and wall to get out. We'll see that Zonk have all of this long space and consequently for hookah really after they get that trip. We'll see the showstopper activated. Toy's doesn't have any more. Oh, the rows are coming out. Unfortunately, Kobos will be able to get the trade for them. They are aware that the Cypher is here, and they're looking to just back off. Looks like they want a TP out of the site. And the Mud coming up the flank as Challenger's super aware of it. Not be able to get any value off the flank.
Solid play from Challenger right there.
We'll see. NFS are splitting up. Really a great decision. It will work out for them in the end.
I'm not terrifically opposed to it. We do have the Cypher Trips live on D. That's enough delay for us to work together. But now after this rotate from Diddy, we're just going to see a guaranteed kill onto Dax here. Maybe not. Dax swings by and Diddy's there to pick up Goku.
Cage triggered. Yeah, but that warp's going to stop any sort of engagements from happening, and Dax already backside, and FTD's aware of it. Hello, left alone in a 2v1, and unfortunately, Kobos is just so too aware, and we'll pick up the kill to win out that round.
We find ourselves 7-2 favoring Zonk squad here. I'm interested in seeing a timeout from NFS. I think this is about as late as it can be, without truly being a pointless use. We need to see a timeout here.
Yeah, they need to get the thoughts together and make sure that they can properly adapt, because unfortunately, it looks like their immortal shot calling just isn't doing it against the sheer competitiveness of Kobos is calling right now.
Yeah. The ideas that we have on hand are solid in theory, but we need enough time to get people coordinated and working together to achieve them.
Yeah, you will see something. If we'll get that flash out and get some info that there is someone fountain, but unfortunately, that doesn't really mean much in this grand scheme of things. You'll see the Cypher already on A this round, breaking the trip. They do recognize that he is here. Hoy coming out with that boombot and already recognizing the FD's backsides. And he will spot hello. 2 kills for Zonk to bring them to a 5v3 post plant.
Welcome to my world.
He hit the Viper ults coming out on the CT side. Amok with the peek out of heaven, managing to pick up Goku. It was just a bit of solace when they're in such a good post plant positions. And unfortunately, Amok will fall. He had a Toyosi in the flank, forced to save here. He's the only one left alive, looking to try to get whatever exits he can. Dax is so aware. We'll be able to pick up the kill. No saving for NFS this round.
I love it so much that we're not afraid to use our ultimates to guarantee rounds. Even if there's already a 1 round on our hands here, unless we're talking like 4 versus 1, ultimates are always going to be worth it. There's always a play the enemy can make, and Zonked just guaranteeing that likelihood comes so far down. Really, really solid decision making when you're this far ahead.
Yeah, and we see that NFS still have their Sky, Gecko, and Neon ult. They've had this Gecko and Neon ult for several rounds now, so I'm surprised they haven't used either. You see that Zonked quickly taking the shower space with complete disregard. Not forcing Pop that ultimate to be able to survive. Keep the Hoy. As you see the Fade ult coming out, Amok and Hoy looking to try to engage onto the showers push. Unfortunately, Nam ran out of ultimate that will fall. 3v3 for both teams here.
Yeah, Nam just using that ultimate aggressively to take that first pick, but then not committing to the fight. Just a little bit of a misplay. These are the mistakes that Zonk is punishing here. Diddy catching Griffin out with the recall of the flash. Hello stuck in bench, gets double swung. This round is very quickly, very quickly falling apart off of NFS's advantage.
Yeah, 2v2, thankfully, Challenger is left on, I think that's literally 1 HP. And FDD and Toilet Seed are looking to just play for the spike, make sure that they can't just take it. Actually, it looks like they're giving it up, looking to try to just get whatever kills they can. Cobalt is 1 away from this ultimate, so if they can pick up that spike and then proceed to leave and get that Cobalt that ultimate, that could be what they need to be able to win it out.
We get contact here on short. Zonk here trying to reclaim this spike. NFS now aware that both players are short. Trying to deny this spike. And absolutely the spike goes down. Challenger falls to Diddy.
10 seconds left.
Here. Kobos in a 1 versus 2. This is not an unwinnable round for Kobos as we grab 1 for it, but not enough time to plant the spike. Toilet Seat living is so hot there. That's going to be around the 3rd round on the board for NFS. 3-8.
Last round before
Yeah,
the
that's
switch.
a very much needed round for NFS. They need whatever they can get for this half. And so they're going to look to try to get another one, but he had to use 2 ultimates to be able to secure that round, both the Neon and the Sky ultimate. Not sure if they're able to just be able to do that again, especially when they have when Zonk have the Astro ult and are 1 away from the Gecko ult.
As we look at the scoreboard here, we can see that Kobos is absolutely playing their heart out, making a lot of these rounds happen for Zonk's squad. We're going to get the aggression here down A short again. Let's see how much value we can get. Muck grabs 1, but Kobos is there for the trade plus interest. And we're going to find ourselves up 4 versus 3 before even 20 seconds have passed in the round.
Now we see that Astro Walk coming out from Kobos. Unfortunately, they're not going to get much value off of it, sad just because of that push out from NFS. They already have both Gecko and Cypher here already. We will pick up that Gecko ult on Zonk's side. Or Goku. Well, we'll spot 1. Wait, did he spot 1? Or was he just shooting?
No, I definitely had to spot 1.
And you'll see FDD trying to get an aggressive angle here as Challenger is looking to get whatever good position they can. Looking to regroup with the rest of the team to split this A site. They do cut noise, force NFS to try to clear something right into assumably 3 of them.
No problem with this whatsoever. Zonk are just taking their time. They got 40 seconds on the scoreboard, ready to go. It's no issues whatsoever. Here comes the smokes out, but Diddy there to pick off Challenger. Throws the hat, and now we're going to find ourselves in a 3 versus 3, though that Thrash is going to make numbers a little bit better. And we counter Thrash from Hello is going to find Griffin. But can we get the kill off of it? Not so much. In a 3 versus 2. Zonk heading into their post plant. With Kobos alive, we know exactly how this is probably going to go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that Astra post plant is just too good, especially when they use the dog here already. They're going to clear out this U-Haul space, and we'll be able to get it, but these guys Zonk are really confident in letting them just have this. Unfortunately, Dax with the util out, not able to defend himself. You'll see Goku and Sky get some engagement in the back. Hello will take 1 over on Kobos, leaving them in a 1v2 post plants. Unfortunately, little homie's gonna come out as Hello, be able to secure the round, leaving them in an 8-4 half for NFS.
NFS have thoroughly shut me up with that round. 4-8. This is absolutely a fine
Switching
position here as they head into their attack half, which they seem pretty well primed for with the Neon, the double initiator setup. This seems like it's going to be a very, very solid attack half for NFS, assuming they use their agents correctly. They just need to deny that information that Zonk is so well set up to take here.
Yeah. See what Zonked do. They have a challenger. I've seen this before when they played this map Friday. Challenger with that orb on, B, the sands area B. It stops any sort of push into hookah, and it's been really effective for them. Not something you see very often, though.
Kobas here moving 20-4 heading into the second half. I wonder how that performance is going to go. How's that going to continue? Literally Smoke prepared for the showers pinch, but Diddy's still ready to pick up Kobas here.
And it's Diddy picking up 2?
Grabs a second one. Such value, even with that refrag from Dax. We're gonna find ourselves 4 versus 3 here. Challenger makes something happen before the retake cavalry comes in.
Neon's already spotted, and now NFS are going into positions that they want for this post plant. We'll see those smokes coming out of both teams. Dax be able to pick up a kill into Hello, surprisingly. So you see Hitty 20 will get blinded in that Viper wall, stopping them from re-engaging. Fortunately, that blind will help them with that. Dom already back, coming out. Suddenly, it's a 1v2 for Challenger. Not exactly in the position he wants. We'll use that orb to help mitigate, get that spike halved. And unfortunately, we'll get backstabbed by a Mock as he gets crunched on sight.
I mean, if you'll remember, NFS are basically copying exactly what Zonk did on their own pistol round. They took B-side, they pushed into elbow as soon as they got the bomb down. Honestly, really solid. Mimicry is the most sincere form of flattery. In this case, it is the most effective way of taking down your opponent.
And it seems both teams doing it shows how effective it is. Getting to that elbow space and making it so that retaking from CT is just so difficult. We'll see Zonker looking to defend and push his eighth shorts. Almost similarly to what NFS did on their bonus eco round.
We have mirror ideals from both teams here, but unfortunately Zonk aren't going to find any value for it, but they know to back away after that's happened. NFS just looking for any kind of contact, any kind of space that they can take, and the only thing that they know is that they can't push hookah anymore.
There's unfortunately a Bucky there for them. They know that Gecko is on A side with that wingman as the rest of Zonker looking to try to get whatever picks it can, and unfortunately they're going to start giving it to him. See engagement happening here. That smoke coming out, stopping anything from happening. Unfortunately, that engagement will come out with Zonk on top, being able to grab 2 kills with for the price of 1. And Challenger already in a great flank position with no trip to watch him at all. They will TP, unfortunately, leaving Zonk to play complete retake on B.
Any kind of timing that we can find here from Challenger. I mean, there was a window to catch Brimstone, to catch a Muck, but we missed it. But Challenger still walking up behind them, and Hookah is going to find the contact here. Absolutely, the shots come out, and Challenger's going to grab one before fully tucking. And now in a 4 versus 2, Zonk are here ready to win their eco round again on map 2. But a Muck has something to say about it, trying to even up these numbers here.
Oh, he's trying to get aggressive, but unfortunately a Muck will pick it up. Go boss. Good for whatever pick he can, and Muck unfortunately is there again to pick up the 4K. Yeah, NFS are refused to let this game end. So like the last 10 minutes.
Not letting that happen again as we go into this timeout from Zonk Squad.
Can you drop me, Amic, here?
I think when we're on eco like that and we're up numbers, like we want to take those fights as soon as possible, because like the longer we give them time to reposition and get themselves into places that they want to be and where they want to take fights.
Yeah. They're one off Brim. Do we think they go longer showers? Did they get the long orb that round?
No. Not long B, no.
Okay, can we do a showers? Just raise fade showers to our normal A setup.
I don't know enough device until I got my own Bucky last one. I want to go judge, play hookah. I can go like outlaw.
No, just play nade from the corner here, or you can play here even. Dex spot.
What with judge?
Yeah, you just Oh, I just want to seasonate showers reactively.
I do not know.
Like
what
when they
the
tap the
Spectre's
orb, you
putting in
seasonate.
for.
I can
I'll
even
go outlaw
smoke
then, I'll go
showers
outlaw,
and you just
I'll go
throw it
outlaw.
through.
2 of them cannot buy heavy, so I'll go
They
outlaw.
probably won't rebuy heavy, right? Or they have
or-
heavy from last. I don't
No,
even know.
No, but it could have been broken. It could have been broken.
Yeah, they're gonna go like light guardian and stuff
Or
because
they
they're
have
on
regen
bonus.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And Zonk just clearing up what they need to do to figure out what they had to do what happened last round, and honestly, good job by Mini to be able to call it out and help them keep it on track.
Yeah, I mean, even like, there's absolutely nothing wrong in calling these timeouts, especially when we have as much of a lead as we did. We don't want to let that slip. We want to make sure we stay centered. We keep that number high.
See, it's the rest of NFS are pushing into the showers, unfortunately. Diddy not in a good position. Will be taken out.
Boy, with an amazing shot from the outlaw there. Pushing a muck back into a corner here. We can't lose this gun.
Low spot Dax and Hoy missing one of his shots. We'll get some chip damage out. He's hoisting a number, looking to crunch them as the rest of Zonk on A side are falling. Cobalt already in this U-Haul position. Unfortunately, it won't get heard by Hello. But he's already clearing this angle, and we'll be able to take him out. Hello, unfortunately, whipping the second shot. We'll get the headshot and chip damage, though, as they know that both members of NFS have to be here in showers. He starts running out of ammo as Amok is left to load, has no molly and no ultimate. We'll have to phase check everything, and we'll fall to challengers.
I mean, I have to respect the attempt from NFS, but that Brim ultimate was a little bit premature. It got us the kill, but it couldn't guarantee us the round, and that's the big difference that we were looking at there. It gave us a chance. But as we head into this clear comms round from NFS, let's see exactly what they're looking to do, exactly how they might change their strategy, hoping to break through Zonk's defense.
Can we take control of short B and long B? 2 people each. I'll hold our like A side of the map.
I'm out of here.
MG, spike.
Sky go short. Sky go short. Drop spike. Go short. Okay, go with it.
Jump
playing
spotter.
anti for a second. They flashed down B.
They took A main control. They took A main
They
control.
got
Can we
info on
speed
our
up B?
B long.
Can we speed up B? Speed up B.
Yeah,
Speed
they
up
are
B.
B long right now. Gecko is here. No dizzy.
I need your stuff.
I'll start going. Can you get up here? Use it though.
Backside, backside.
Oh, backside. We're pushing. We're pushing.
Okay, I'm getting orb.
Said that.
Front box.
Okay, get into elbow.
Keep
Get into
going,
elbow.
keep
Get into
going.
elbow. One is in hookah
Swing,
right
swing,
now.
swing.
Okay, I'm gonna fight, or I'm gonna smoke hookah. Hookah is smoked. One in hookah. He's gonna jump out soon.
What? When I
Out
spawn.
hookah,
side,
out
one
hookah, out
hookah.
hookah.
Just
One side.
chill. Just chill.
Both
Fade
fighting
hit
me.
80. Fade hit 80.
Okay.
Dog out. Dog out.
Dogging.
Not on the bomb. Not on the bomb.
No,
He's
no,
under
no.
hookah right now. He's under hookah right now. Good
Nice.
job.
Dog kill, dog kill, dog kill, ding, ding, ding.
Taking it on. Good shit.
I chucked my gun on
Alright,
the ground
listen,
and missed
they're
it.
broke here. I want to go A. Alright, I just want to go 3A. Main to hookah. I'll trip our flank here.
Let me call hookah. I'll go hookah. Or sorry.
Alright,
Showers.
I
What are we
want
doing?
to be
I didn't
careful here about
understand that.
not going like into U-Haul too crazy because they're
We're seeing an entirely different NFS here.
Yeah, they're vibing. They are having fun this round, especially when you get that dog kill. That morale has been boosted.
The comms are still energetic like they were on Pearl, and maybe even a little bit aggressive, but they were not disorganized. They were very focused in on exactly what needed to happen. That's love to hear it.
And we see that Zonk are pushing up on this flank, already completely through B. They know it has to be an A take, as we see Dax with, I believe, a Stinger in U-Haul. They know that they're a Hall flank, and it looks like they're getting an engagement here. And some trades are coming through as Goku throws that flash, trying to pick up anyone. The Cobalt will be able to get the lurker onto Amok, leaving them in a 2v3.
Player standing.
Axe looking to try to get a last-minute pick. Unfortunately, won't be able to pick it up. He will get spotted. They know exactly where he is with the help of that Cypher ultimate. We'll be able to pick up a gun here. If he can do anything in this 1v3. They do have that Gecko ult, unfortunately, for a boss.
Yeah, I mean, played correctly this round is a 1 for NFS. We might find ourselves 8-9 pretty soon here. Not to jinx it, knock on wood, but it looks like Zonk are the ones that are being pushed on their back foot right now.
Like I said earlier, Bind is you're either really good on good on one side or good on the other. Cobalt will unfortunately fall to the tick damage of Mosh Pit.
No hesitation whatsoever. NFS were very decisive in that round on exactly what they wanted to do. As soon as they found contact, as soon as the status quo changes, they make a decision. That was very, very solid. On the word of Zonk there, committing to the fight on the flank has to happen. If you're going to do that flank, you got to commit.
Yeah, and they did. Unfortunately, Zonk did commit to it in the end, but the gun difference just lost him, really. We'll see NFS doing the same thing they wanted last round, except for the Cyphers pushing up in the showers. You'll see the Thrash coming out, clearing out all of U-Haul. See Nom closely following behind it, putting that Thrash in a position where Gecko can pick it up again after the post plant. As the NFS are already taken complete A control for this backside area. Redax is still here, looking to hold something, but he's going to see with a 2K to end up clearing all the backsides. Bobo's looking to try to get whatever he can, but no one's giving it to him. I'll just end this flank. We'll probably get a 1 on Hello, but we'll get cleared out by Nam. Kobas getting 1, hoping to clear it out. Then Kobas stuck again in a 1v3. Only this time up against that Neon ultimate. He has to clear so much to be able to win this out. And it won't even be able to get the first kill to start off the chain reaction. And we got another P10 coming in classic Underpeel fashion. It isn't Underpeel without tech clauses.
While we're working out these tech issues real quick, I mean, NFS tying it up 9-9 immediately after the half, taking absolutely no hesitation to make that happen. I mean, what do you make of it? I mean, I may be optimistic. Scratch that. I'm realistic. I think we're going to see a map 3 here.
It's looking like it more and more. They're seems that the confidence in the FDD's calling is showing this half, really.
I mean, I'd say realistically speaking, if your defense isn't up to snuff, then your attack isn't going to be either. Excuse me. But that's not mutually exclusive. If your defense is really good, your attack isn't automatically going to be good. Looks like we're actually seeing what NFS's captain was talking about when they said they weren't worried about Bind. I think this is exactly what they were referencing.
Yeah, they're completely dismantling Zonk's defenses here, and it seems like Zonk are trying to change things up. You know, change it up, give us some new chances, and see what works. But fortunately, none of it really is working for them. I would like to see Zonk go for more site holds. You know, hold that front side on either showers or front side on A, or hold hookah on these side hits on B.
Right.
But instead, it seems like
you can't change ideas just for no apparent reason and hope that it sticks. You have to have a purpose. You got to have a drive behind it. Got to make sure that you have a reason for what you're doing. And there's a chance that Zonk may be switching things up for no reason, or maybe they're attempting to adapt and they're making the wrong adaptations. If it were up to me, if I was making the call on it, I think we're gonna see Zonk start to fight back a little bit around the 11-9 area. I think NFS are going to take 2 more rounds, and then Zonk are going to start picking up some of their own.
Yeah, they gotta start having to shoot back. It also seems like Hoi is not having a great game right now, especially on the defense half. I don't think he's only got like one kill.
Right. I mean, well,
after the defense half started,
when you've got a player like Hoi who's just as excited as ever to get aggressive on a map like Bind, where defense is a little bit more nuanced than that. It's as long as you put Hoi in the correct position, you'll be fine. But there's no way of knowing exactly what that is. You know, on the rounds that you have that showers pinch, Hoi's going to have a field day. But if Hoi has to rotate into the retake, it might be a little bit of a tough time. So we just need to hope that Zonk are able to make the calls, make the reads, and hit it strong. As we go back into the match here, that's what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see one more round out of NFS. I apologize, I misspoke earlier. and then Zonk are going to start making some proper adjustments here. And hopefully by then it won't be too late. We got a lot of ultimates on their side building up here.
Yeah, it seems Zonk are looking to change things up just a tad. You'll see Cobos already here on B sites. Looks like they want to play for a retake on A, knowing that they have this many ults. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see Cobos with the judge. That's certainly okay. There we go. That's certainly just.
I mean, if Cobos is making the choice, I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah, we'll see the art. He'll be alive here in a second, but there we go. Holy have the judge. That makes more sense. And now we're back here. It looks like NFS wants to go for a fast B. Try to get this long space and see what they can do on this B site. See what Goku is here. They're slowly taking this Goku jump spotting, seeing if they can get any info. Originally, his jump spot seemed a bit wrong. You see Challenger already pushing out of Luka, looking to see any space. Fortunately, Honam getting stuck directly on that Stars. Cobos was able to get the first 2 kills. Unfortunately, Heptity won't be able to pick up the kill on the Hoi, who decides to push out a bit too far. Not sure if that was the best decision, but nevertheless, Zonk are still up 1 person.
And Zonk immediately, I mean, obviously that tech pause gave them some time to relax, take a breath, because they readjusted, and it looks like they're out here for blood with that early pick on Belong. 4 versus 3 now. Let's just make sure they can convert this round. They've got the man advantage. Now they need to do something with it.
Yeah, they're about to run into Dax here. Is doing a good job of peeking that angle. It seems like they're going to play for complete retake using this Fade ultimate. Already see FTD back sights. We'll be able to get the kill onto Cobos. Yeah, so we'll be able to retrieve the gun as Challenger comes into the flank. A mock. Helping to take the site. Unfortunately, Hello still deafened by the ultimate. Will not hear Challenger come up to win out the round with the 2K. Evening out the rounds for Zonk.
That Fade ult from Dax, absolutely perfection. Never underestimate the power of not having your ears when Challenger is able to walk up the flank there. When Challenger is able to walk up the flank. Very, very solid stuff coming out of Zonk here.
Yeah. It seems like they see if they can keep it up. It seems Hoy wants to get aggressive here yet again. about to run into some interference here on this short angle.
We've seen a lot of head-to-head competitions here on A short. This one's going to be the best of all. Nam pushing up short, kills Cobos with the ultimate.
Down you go.
How did that happen, huh? Wait, hold on.
Hoy gets 2 with their ultimate. And now we find ourselves in a 4 versus 2 post plant favoring NFS here.
What a way to die.
Scratch that. Challenger fighting back. 3 versus 2.
Oh, you'll see Goku here.
Come on.
Expecting FTD to push, but unfortunately fell asleep.
And Challenger left alone in a 1 versus 3. Has to be a save situation here. There's no other way about it. Toilet Seat using a few credits there to make sure that they win the round. And I'm not quite sure about the utility usage here this late in the round, but nevertheless, we are going to find ourselves 11-10 favoring NFS here. Now taking the advantage over Zonk.
Yeah, NFS are slowly just winning this out. Zonk looking like they can't adapt properly. I honestly want to see Zonk just push out, not push out, but again hold the front sight area, but without pushing out of those extremities like this. Hoy did a good job, even though he managed to kill Cobos somehow. I'm still not sure how that happened. I'll need to play on that. But it seems like they're doing what I just said. They're gonna look at the hold B here with Goku and Cobos on this Belong angle. Another thing, Nam pushing up with the dog.
NFS are with a solid D long take here, but still getting fought back by Zonked. As the fight comes out, Nam's going to pick up Killboss. We're stuck in the corner here, but we have absolutely cemented ourselves up long control.
And the best are just saying, "Okay, we can just leave."
Ahoy! TP's with the shotgun, the Bucky! Gonna get 2! Gets traded by Toilet Seat, though.
Yeah, but the Mach is so low now.
Wait. That's your lying in wait for showers. The Cam's gonna spot, but Challenger is there to support. And now we're up a man. Now we're up a player. Zonk squad. 3 versus 2.
Now you're gonna see Zonk just chilling here. They know exactly where the spike is and where the other 2 players are. Hoy did all that he could, and Dax still in the position, unfortunately.
I know
had
exactly
a classic, and now they know exactly where they are, but Goku is now in an amazing position to help out Challenger.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, but
Leaving
Challenger swung all the way to pocket, separating from Dax here. Might have gotten Dax killed. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite them and lose them the round.
One enemy
The fight
remaining.
back. Challenger picks up Diddy right before the bomb goes down in Toilet Seat. Not feeling confident enough to plant the
enemy
bomb, but
remaining.
does pick up Goku. And now we're going to see this plant
10
committed
seconds
now
left.
for a 1 versus 1. Oh, well, hopefully. Hopefully for a 1 versus 1 post plant here.
Spike planted.
As Challenger on to even up the scoreboard. Let's see if it can happen. Catch Toilet Seat looking the wrong way. Absolutely, the 3K for Challenger, challenging NFS on their bind map here. 11-11 tied up.
And Zonker not letting this go out of hand. And with that round win from coming from Challenger, that will grab them a very vital Viper ult. They can use to secure in one of the extremities just almost entirely.
Yeah, I mean, they have the best defensive ults in the game right now on one of the most defense-oriented maps in the game. I'm looking to see a Zonk match point here. I'm going to call it right now. Kobot's been struggling to get a kill for a couple of rounds now. Still on the 30 bomb, or still on for the 30 bomb. But you're going to see these ultimates used here to cover Hookah as we hold strong side A. But NFS have no interest in that. They're looking to directly challenge up long. Thrash is going to clear it out for us. We're going to spot, spot Goku and push in on it. Absolutely. Goku falls down to Nam. We're going to be taking this east site control here, leaving Challenger alone. That drop is going to be heard.
I've got
We
your
walk all the way
Spike
through
planted.
Hookah.
And this guy also going to tell FTD exactly where they are in Hookah. They know that he's super, super close. As also Zonker wary of the smoke in CT. Not able to push it out completely without their initiator. Challenger will be able to even out the kills on both the teams. Waiting for this Astro to come out. Kobos will be able to come out eventually. And Bluebot knowing that there's someone in elbow with Hoy with the operator. Being able to kill one. Molly will come through. Unfortunately, will kill the diffuser, but Kobos to kill it out with a 2K.
That's going to be
Match point
Kobos'
for
30
Zonk.
bomb on here on Bind as Zonk go into their match point, even saving the Astro ultimate.
Match point.
Does Kobos have the Champions Phantom? Please tell me he does. That'd be so cool to see the cracked.
I know somebody does for certain.
Well, Dax has it right now. But
Yeah. But as we head into this match point here, I mean, NFS are pretty far away from any ultimates they could hope to use, whereas Zonk are reasonably within range of their of a couple of them and have the Astro ults on the ready. If I were to put money directly on the status of the ultimates and the agent selection, I would put this up for Zonk.
Oh, especially when you get an early pick like that. Hoy picking off their entry fragger, leaving them just with no one to entry fast. Looking to get whatever space they can off of that death. They will be able to take all of front site A uncontested, but Zonk are just ready to play for complete retake as they double hold Hookah. And unfortunately, Dax looked the wrong direction. We'll be able to get revenge in the end. The rounds have been evened out. Oh, the teams have been evened out now. And unfortunately, Hello is not looking the correct direction. Not even aware of the possibility of a flank here. As challengers,
Challenger the trigger discipline.
We're gonna pick up
all
the
we
first kill
can.
and not get the
Last
second.
player standing. One enemy remaining.
There's left in a 1v1, but FTD is so low.
No HP to speak of at all. We are going to tap this spike here, holding on it as long as we can. Diddy's not buying it. Not buying it whatsoever. And that's going to be all the confirmation Diddy needs to stay away from that bomb. Swinging on a timing. Dax is holding. And we are going to have an overtime as we head into overtime in map 2.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Going to overtime. We're gonna see what slowly we're gonna see the stamina from both teams gonna start dwindling more and more as we come into this. This is gonna be a very hard fought match to win.
Now it comes down to whose side is stronger overall. I mean, based on at this point in the match, who do you think is going to win this match? I'm going to say, I'm going to be an optimist, or I'm going to be a supporter. I'm going to say Need for Subs are going to win this map, and we're going to get to see Split because I really want to see Split.
So there's two sides. My realistic side says NFS are going to win this, but my coping side says Zonk are going to win 2-0. We'll see Zonk doing the normal Viper shenanigans. Got the orb and the wall coming out as they are. Will use his util to try to get the B long space. Fortunately, won't push off on it. Deputy with his operator isn't forced out just yet. They don't know that it's here yet. That they have a naked operator on this cipher.
We're unaware of Challenger all the way up through U-Haul.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Position this is.
Yeah, but they don't know that Knob's already over here. Goku does do a peek, knowing that they are there now.
Surely that causes rotations, but no, NFS are holding this space outside of showers. Thomas swings on a timing, grabs one! Grabs one is looking to cut this off. That Neon Stun is going to go to waste, not catching anything. Amok is going to catch Griffin unaware. Not looking in the correct direction, and we still have our entryway onto B site as Hoy looking to make as much space as possible for the team Challenger all the way in the enemy spawn.
He's about to catch two unawares.
Amok with smokes out.
That's so unfortunate. They were not aware of how good of a lurker Challenger was and how deep he can go with so quickly.
Now, I mean, the attack side is where Need for Subs had shown exactly, or had struggled quite a bit. Honestly, the coping side that you had earlier might be correct here. If NFS aren't going to change anything about their attack side, this is going to be a Zonk map 2.
Yeah, we see that Zonk dude changed it up a bit. They're hard holding showers with 3 people. Looking to grab that space and maybe do a fast flank. Knowing that they don't do that double trip on the flank, there is a vulnerability there as Challenger will spot F Diddy. As the rest of NFS are just looking to take the space quickly. And Challenger with a great spam! Getting the kill to hello. That's a lot of post-plant util already down for the counts. That's not what NFS needs to be able to even it out to go into a second overtime. You already see Zonk pushing up into their flank like this. They were aware if that is a possibility, knowing that Challenger loves to push their flank.
I mean, on the overall, NFS have zero space to speak of apart from this B long area. They're going to have to commit to this hit. And that's exactly what we're going to see them do. The Zonk are not showing their hand just yet. Dax swinging out on the timing, taking some shots, but Amok is able to pick up the kill. Not without taking a ton of damage, though. Challenger, while blinded. The trades come in. 3 versus 2. Zonk are up the player here. As we go into post point, we have a lot of post point util. Kobas is alive. Boy, getting aggressive out on the side, but Diddy's there to shut it down. And Amok there to push as well. Now we're in a 1 versus 1. And Amok hurts the ultimate trying to hold Kobas off of it. But that's going to be 14-12. Zonk are going to 2-0 NFS in the grand final.
Defenders win.
And Zonk are your Season 5 Grand Champions. That, after the domination that was that first map, we're going to have that overtime match. What else could you ask for?
You gotta love it. I mean, I would have loved to see map 3 split. Obviously, we love more content, but I don't think there could have been a better ending for our legacy Underpeel team, Zonk, with a 2-0 win. And NFS no slouches themselves. I mean, like we talked about, people had them pegged as an underdog and not performing terribly well. But when the chips were down, NFS were pulling a lot of rounds out and a lot of dominance on the field.
Yeah, their attack side calling was super good, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And we got Kobas here for a post match interview. Let's get him. Let's bring him in.
Hello?
You were speaking game. We cannot hear you.
Wait, can you hear me? Hello?
That in just a second here.
There we go. We can
I
hear
love
you
that the
now.
image is up here.
Before we say anything else, congratulations on your win after a very premature season 4. You guys lost, I think, top 6 or top 4. I don't remember which one.
It was
You-
third
It
place.
was third. Yeah, so top 4. Yeah. Able to bring it back for season 5 and win it out in the end. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm happy. Because we lost Sabodi, who is Ascendant 1, picked up Griffin. He's like 600, 700 R lower. He filled the role perfectly.
I mean, it sounds like a little bit tired as well. I'm sure that playing through the grand finals was a lot of work, a lot of mental focus taken up. Was it as intense throughout the matches as we heard during the clear comms?
Probably, yeah. I was pretty locked in.
I mean, we could definitely tell with how good your guys' abyss bro looked. Yeah, you left like very little mistakes outside of a couple ones from Hoy. Looking at you, Hoy, but you guys just seemed way too locked in. Honestly, where was this all season?
Yeah, I don't know. It was rough at the start. I feel like that 13-4 on Pearl, I think, was our best scoreline we had the whole time, right?
From my
We
memory,
were
that
just
is the
making
best scoreline ever.
every single match we had was super close. Take 10 years off our life.
You were the 2-1 merchants.
I would say, obviously, taking for granted your IGL is the stuff of legend within the Underpeel server. There's not a single person here that would question the communication that you have with your team and the mind that you have for the game. But I also want to ask, was there any other particular factor on the team today that really brought the maps to where they needed to be?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I told them that they all have to play 10 death matches a day for the past week, or else they get dropped, and they didn't do it, but they got close, so it worked.
Oh, and I would like to congratulate you specifically, Kobas. You have joined Mini and Tired as a 2 times Underpeel champion. How are you feeling about that one?
It's crazy. I'm sad imagine we won last season. It could have been 3-time. I mean, Minnie was our coach. He's 3-time now.
That's very true.
Oh yeah, Mini is 3 times now. Yeah, he was your coach.
Yeah, I know you don't want to give him the respect because
No, I don't want to give him the respect because he has stolen way too many of my aces throughout last season.
There's a good question there. We were on for the we were on for the ace pretty early into the buy match. That was pistol round, wasn't it? What was the mentality there? Was the ace meant to be earned or meant to be given?
Oh, I don't care.
Fair enough.
Short, sweet, and to the point. I like it.
I mean, I made him give me the kill second round so I could get Astral Wall, but I don't care about the kills.
Yeah,
Very,
and
very
the
fair.
fact that you guys were like so far ahead, like so far ahead in that second round to recognize that, hey, you're one away from ultimate. It's a great awareness from you all, really.
Yeah, it looked kind of BM because Dex was just jumping at him with his knife out, but it was so I could get the ult.
Yeah. I ended up recognizing that near the round end, but as NFS are bringing, like especially on their attack hour, bringing those rounds back, were you guys starting to panic a bit, or were you just trying to sit there and figure out what you needed to do to adapt?
Yeah, I was a little panicked. Defense is hard for me to call. Like offense, I can kind of take control, say whatever I want, and they'll do it. But defense, sometimes I don't know what to do.
That's fair, and especially on a map like Bind where something can change like in an instant, especially with those teleporters. It can be hard to call on the defense.
Yeah, we figured it out. Challenger, I mean, he was taking great timings. He was like walking out behind him every round, the last rounds of that half.
Challenger lurking all the way into the enemy's spawn
Mm-hmm.
before even getting contacted. Absolutely amazing play. Is there anybody that you want to shout out after such an amazing win today?
I mean, just my team, of course. I guess shout out all the other teams. Shout out UGuard for being really good. I feel like they definitely made us better because I was scared of losing to them. Like we lost to them on bind, we nonstop kept playing bind, and now we're way better at it.
Yeah. Seems like you guys were just good all around. And again, congratulations on your guys' victory. It was very deserved. You guys are great all season.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's just so fun.
Now, obviously, we don't want you to leak anything. We don't want to give away any information that you don't already want to. But what is coming next for Zonk Squad?
I mean, I think we want to play next season.
I think your team might be able to, with the Pilo raise, you guys might still be able to stick together almost completely.
We don't even need the pillars. I think we're still under 8,000. Because it's only
Really?
episode 9, right?
It's going to be, at the time of sign up, it's going to be the entirety of episode 9 and whatever we are in episode 10 when that starts. So yeah,
Yeah,
it
we're
should
at
be 75
7,900.
games throughout up. 79. That's
So we
crazy.
got room.
It's crazy that you guys just managed to stay that. I say low, but managed to stay under it. That's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
clearly,
shout out.
based on what we've seen here, the numbers, they do lie. Just because the number may be lower than others doesn't mean that it's not going to be an amazing team.
And especially if you guys stay together for season 6, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Especially
Yeah,
considering
we
how dominant we're seeming today.
We did. I think last season we got a little carried by Hoy being like gold or whatever when they actually deserved to be like diamond or ascendant. This time we kind of had to. I think our scrims were way better. We actually tried to play the game properly, learn lineups, playbooks, and stuff.
And it's especially coming from subbing you guys for the beginning and a couple of your scrims. You guys worked on your comms a lot. They were so much better in today's matches from the clear comms from what we can tell.
Yeah, what you're saying is they were bad before.
They were bad before. I will fully admit this. They were bad. That's okay. Bad is an overstatement. They were
No,
sufficient.
I'll take it.
They were enough to get the job done, but it seems like today you guys brought it all together. Like there was almost like every time we got into clear comms with you guys, like there was almost no hesitation. No one was questioning anything. No hindsight Harrys. Just good Valorant comms.
Yeah. I mean, despite the scoreline, I said obviously today I was a little tilted, but I don't even like look at the scoreline when I'm calling. I just say what I think we need to do, and hopefully, I think the rest of my team does that too. We don't worry about it. Just play the game. It helps with the comms. I think it's easy to get upset when you look at the score.
Yeah, that's fair. You see Griffin in chat already making fun of himself for going win 5-20 was what he said. 5-20. It seems like you guys
Stick
just
out,
didn't
don't
care
listen
about
to 'em.
like I was like you gotta have a mindset of don't care about your stat line. A win's a win. You were there to
Yeah.
Griffin was a vital part of winning, and despite his stat line, he was very much needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did not know he was 5-20 until he said it at the end. Like his comms were great. He was still plenty happy.
Yeah, and again, just great match. Would you have as much as a 2-0 would have been? I did want to see you guys face him on Split. I wanted to see the Battle of the Brains coming out.
I would have been so
I
excited for Split.
Tired owes many. Hold on, the tired owes many money. Tired man owes many money. No.
Oh, that's why
Pro
Minimoth
pulled out the
coached
receipts.
us. I thought he liked us. He just wanted the money.
So true. Not the fact that Hoy was pestering Midi for Vice the entire time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Anyways, I think that's all the questions I have for you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty satisfied. I just wanted to say congratulations again to you and all of Zonk Squad for your victory today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for, I mean, setting this all up. It's fun.
And no problem. And again, congratulations. And as we come into the closing, it is it's bittersweet. Unfortunately, it's the end of the season. That was the last match. Yeah, all right. Thank you for coming in, and catch you whenever. I guess it ain't houses, I guess. There's no more matches for the season.
I'm sure there'll be an after party somewhere soon.
I mean, someone's probably gonna ping in house the moment this queue this stream ends.
True.
But yeah, that's all for this season. Their VODs will be up on the on the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel if you want to watch it. And again, for anyone that is just tuning in during the match, yeah, that's fine. There was an announcement coming that went out. You are raising Pilo. The Pilo has been changed. It has been raised, and low. Yeah, it's in the notices chats. TLDR, Elo cap has been raised from 8,000 to 8,500, and low Elo are all condensed together so that the low Elo subclass is basically just the Pilo rule now. So silver, iron 1 to silver 3 all counts as 500. You will need 75 games within all of episode 9 and a little bit into episode 10, because that'll be the current season when the registration starts, to be able to play in, and your peak rank will be, what your Pilo is. Looking at live.
And of course, while we're here, we do want to say a massive thank you to all folks involved in the Underpeel, not just the members of the teams and the captains and the coaches, but our fantastic production team as well. They are behind the scenes of every single stream, making sure we get the best possible quality right to you, the viewers, as ever can be. There are so many volunteers on hand and people that are just actively working to make the Underpeel as good as it can be. Of course, a shout out to Interitus for being the sort of head honcho of all of this, all of the organization of people, making sure people show up on time, and keeping the organization on hand. Our production team, fantastic people, our observers, casters, not just myself and Zon, but everybody that's casted up until this point in the season and that will cast in the future. Just a massive, amazing thank you.
Yeah. Also, thank you to our logistics team for getting everything in order, making sure that everyone in the team can, everything's scheduled in order. Thank you to Tired for making sure that the day-to-day on these matches, go smoothly. And thank you to the players for playing and letting this season thrive for as long as it was. All the matches were exciting and just thorough watching to be able to cast. And for everyone that has played, doesn't even matter if you played, if you're a viewer or whatever, there is a command, exclamation point feedback. Please fill out the form so we know what to change in the future or what we need to just keep. We can't know anything without, being told. So please, any feedback, and I do mean any, whether it's from scheduling to Pilo to just the games themselves or just anything related to the Underpeel season, please put it in.
At the end of the day,
yeah,
the Underpeel the Underpeel does not exist without its community, without its players and its staff and its viewers. None of that's here without all of us. So as you give your feedback, if there is anything that you have to say, you say it, and absolutely there will be somebody who cares about what you have to say. There will be somebody listening and prepared to make the Underpeel even better moving forward.
Yeah, and again, I really cannot emphasize this enough. The board, the logistic team, and the production team, we cannot know how to make this better without your guys's inputs. We can't remind, unfortunately. So just please send in those feedback forms. Let us know what we should change, and a lot will change coming to season 6. Registration will start in the after the New Year's and on January 13th. And I believe that's all we have for the rest of this season.
Yeah, but I think before we say goodbye, just to wish everybody a happy holidays, happy New Year, and all. It has been an absolute pleasure to be your grand finals caster. I hope I can say with a whole heart, thank you, Zon, for casting alongside me.
And thank you for casting alongside me. Happy holidays, everyone.
Hoping to see you next season. Take care, everybody.
Take care. That was a great season 5. Thank you to everyone.